we're joined by Jinkage Gaming today, one of the moderators. And we're going to continue our create mode for the survival horror game. Just did a quick remix, so I'm going to have to delete some things. But we made the alleyway, and now we're going to move on to the street outside. So let me get back into this again. Right. So this was the alleyway that we made last time. And the reason I did a remix is because I want to keep the alleyway and just delete some details, but just as a reference point so I can see roughly where the alleyway is, and then I'm going to continue on and continue the street that we were making. But it's quite dark here, so I'm just going to turn on the, where is it, the studio lighting. I can't remember what it is. Here it is here, just so we can actually see what we're doing. Hey Porky Pick, how are you today? I hope you had a nice Christmas. We didn't stream on Tuesday because it was Christmas Eve, and so we're going to do one today, maybe one tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. So we're just going to continue on this scene. I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm just going to create what's in my mind, and then if anyone jumps in with suggestions what they want to see next. So my idea was basically, once you come out the alleyway, you go into the street, and there's a lot of cars, and to save thermal I'm probably just going to use like the same car, just change like the colour, and plot some cars around, put some zombies, some buildings. I'm not going to get too specific about the buildings, so they won't be like a gun shop or a supermarket. It'll just be generalised buildings for now, just until we get a bit of a structure. Yep, nice. Joyeux Noel. Oh, very nice. Did you eat a lot for Christmas? I know Jinkage Gaming, he has a funny story about his Christmas. His family, they're quite violent.
One's just got out of prison for murder.
Yeah, gotta watch these people. She murdered someone with a, was it a pepper?
A pepper, like
shaker.
Yeah.
She launched it at a guy and he bled out. So you got to watch yourself. I'm just gonna like make a really crappy road here.
I just hate, like, see, because I'm making this new scene now, everything just seems to be very, very dark because I've deleted all my lights.
Alright, yeah. I mean, you can turn on studio light so that it takes off all the lights and it's all bright. That way you don't need to keep turning your lights off and on all the time. You can just...
See, to be fair, my sky is dark and black. I can just change that, edit it, and turn it off just now, and then turn it back on when I'm finishing the scene, you know?
No, just use studio lighting. It's quicker.
Oh, is it?
Look at the stream, right? It's here. See if you go into the guides, and then you'll see this thing here. Because look, see if I turn it off, that's my normal lighting. It's all dark. Put that on, and then everything goes all bright, so you can see everything. You know.
Right, okay.
It saves you turning your lights off all the time. I'm just extending this road for now, just to I don't know how long I'm going to make the road. I'm just going to keep making it a bit longer. I know you can duplicate the road multiple times, but I find it's quite awkward, so I'm just going to do one piece at a time. Yeah, so the response seems to be quite good from the last stream, but also the video we made, a video that was talking about the progress, and it did quite well. I think it has like almost 300 views now. So I think people are more interested to see proper games getting made. So we'll keep that up. And Jinkage Gaming, you're making your own survival horror level, I hear.
Yeah, the start of it's sort of, as you know, is pretty much a copy of yours, but if I say so myself, but a better version of yours.
Yeah, a better one, yeah. Because you've looked at mine and you've refined everything.
I've had a lot more time to kind of, you're just kind of doing this as your stream, I'm spending a lot more time on it, but no, I definitely got a lot of inspiration from you and your videos.
Yeah, so you weren't sure what to do next, so once you watch this stream, you might get some ideas.
Yeah, yeah. I really don't know. I'm kind of. I'm really not sure what to do next.
No.
Sure, I'll figure it out.
I'm just playing around, to be honest. That's all we can do, for now anyway. Because I'm trying to just like take this one stream at a time, just make lots of random stuff, and then who knows, if it turns out to be good, then we'll have a good wee game. But I'm hoping to at least get a demo out. If we keep doing a stream every week, and I want to make an area every week, so we made the alleyway, and then if we make this scene today, and I think if we make like another 3 scenes, I think if we have like 5 scenes, I think that's maybe good enough for a demo, just a wee short teaser maybe. So since this is a remix, we're not going to use this alleyway, we're going to delete a lot of this stuff. I need to think about the camera angles once you come out. I don't want you to see down the alleyway because I'm going to delete a lot of stuff, so I'm probably going to make the camera angle something like this, or like this, you know, like you can't really see down the alleyway, you know. Yeah. Just a little part, so it means I can delete like the flames, some of these details that we don't need. We can delete the homeless man, you know, because we don't need all that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
These are just like for the first scene only. That was when we picked up the note. I'll leave that there just now because I was doing logic for the note, but my logic for the note is going to be like the classic Resident Evil, you know, when you pick up the note and then you can like, you're not really reading the note on the paper, you're just reading the text on the screen, and then you can flip through the text.
Yes. Yeah.
So there's going to be like a note in the background, but then the text is all going to be on the screen. Right, get rid of some of these sound effects. Maybe I'll keep one for later.
I'm just kind of think I'm doing mine like, see your alleyway, and you're then going into like a street. Mine's is, as you know, the big double doors I've got, they kind of look like Resident Evil 4 doors.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to make that when you walk into them, you're walking into a building, because I don't know, I just think it's easier for me to do just now, rather than having to like try and copy like what I've done before and do it that way. I think I'm going to find it easier to just kind of make it so you walk through that door and you go into a building, you know.
Yeah. I'm going into the street in mine. I need to figure out, like, this alleyway is not going to be as big. Do you think that's a good depth, like, for the alleyway? Do you think I need to make it a bit wider? It's not like that alleyway down there is meant to be wider, but these alleyways, you're not going to go down them. It's not part of the gameplay.
Alright.
They're going to be blocked off.
Yeah, that's fine.
So they're not that important. And then we're going to walk down. This is my girlfriend here. We're going on a wee stroll. Did you see the gun that I made?
No.
So you can watch here. It's quite nice.
Aye. You need to do that for me.
Yeah. Nah, you need to copy me.
How did you get, like, how come it's not a Jill playing just now? How come it's like a little blue figure?
Because this figure has the logic for the tank controls. Whereas Jill is the more of the Resi 4 character. So mine's is going to be like tank controls.
So you're going to like control or sculpt your own kind of Jill or what? Or?
Yeah, probably a completely different character.
Right, okay.
Because Dreamcraft, he's another Dreams channel. He's going to try and sculpt some things for us. I said to him, like, he did a live stream sometimes, just sculpting a random character, and I said, well, what we could do is we could do like a joint thing where you could sculpt a character for the game, and then I can stream making the game. So it's kind of like we're doing our own thing, but it's still connected.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too sure exactly if I'm going to use Jill, because I might, once I've designed the full game, I might try and like create a sculpt my own character kind of thing.
Yeah. I'd love to sculpt my own character, but I don't have any experience with it yet, so it's probably not so wise.
I'm hoping there's like YouTube things that you can maybe just kind of copy and follow along, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a masterclass. He shows you how to make like a face, but that's just to get used to the sort of basic idea of sculpting.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of other people there that proper make step-by-step stuff. But the thing is, it's not like you just watch them and then suddenly you get good at sculpting. Like, you'll be good at what they did, but then if you need to make something yourself, then it might be a bit harder. Yeah. So I would just practice, really, you know. I'm going to use this, duplicate this. I think this is a good challenge to see how much we can make every stream. Because normally when you create, you procrastinate and you take a bit too long to make something. So at least this is a good way where we can make a lot of progress, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I can maybe make the building just like that. So we still set on making this the job centre?
Just trying to think what we've done for yours again. Yeah, job centre, like the guy basically got his money stopped, so that's why he was homeless. I think that's what we're doing, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if I should do that. Maybe that's a bit close. I'll put it in like that. It'll be quite fun. Hey Danny, how are you today? Are you making more progress on your adventure game? Tiki Island Race, you've got another level. I swear, like every week, Danny has a brand new game to play. It's incredible. But yeah, I'll definitely play it on probably on Saturday. Every Saturday, that's when we play some new levels. Today we're just going to go through create mode today. Make some progress on our survival horror, because we want to make some of our own games too, you know. We can't have you having all the games.
Stealing all the limelight.
I know. All those quality 52 levels. Because I'm making this pretty much like a joke, but I think in the end I'll probably take this very seriously and start making it like a proper game, you know?
See, I'm having issues with my stretch tool. It's not letting me kind of stretch all my stuff for some reason. It's just not working.
What's wrong?
Like, I'm trying to use it to like make like a wall smaller.
Okay.
And when I'm holding the R2, it's just kind of moving the full wall rather than resizing it.
It's moving the whole wall.
Yeah, it's like as if I'm just using, like, see, usually R2 moves it. If you hold R2 on something, it moves the object about.
Yeah.
But when I'm selecting the stretch tool and using R2, it's still moving. It's not like stretching it.
I think you have to go right in. So if I go like into this mode, let me see. Depends how this person made this. So if I stretch that, I'm stretching this part of the block.
Yeah.
So you're stretching each individual piece, if that makes sense.
See, this is just the one piece. But
like, see this building, I don't think I could stretch this. Let me see. I don't think I can. No, it just moves it. It only lets you stretch each block, which is a pain. So it means if you've got a building and you want to stretch the wall, you'd have to like stretch everything.
So I take it like only some things allow you to stretch?
Yeah, it's only like individual pieces that you can stretch.
I've got an individual wall just now. It's not letting me. I'm not sure.
Like the brick wall.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, concrete wall.
Like I see here on this wall, it's like every brick is its own thing. So when I stretch, it stretches just one brick.
Oh, right. No, mine's just the one. Like, it's just one big concrete wall. So it's just the one thing, you know, and it's not giving me the option to stretch it. But
that's weird.
Nothing on here's working. Nothing on here's stretching. So
that is weird. I'm just going to. Can I turn that off? I don't want her following me anymore. I'm going to see how many zombies. I think as long as you use like the one zombie, I'll obviously like change the design of each zombie when we make our own, so it's not like the same zombie over and over again. But I think for this area, the first area was only one zombie. Maybe this area can have like, how many zombies were in Resi 2 at the start? Do you remember? It was like 6 or 7.
Of I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Because I'm going to do like some cars and some zombies, so you need to like practice using the controls to like weave in and out of things. So
yes.
You agree?
Oh no, sorry. Yes, I've found out how to fix this.
So this is kind of like a tutorial for people that don't know how to use the tank controls. You have to like weave your way around the cars and the zombies. I think it will be a good little bit of practice. But I still have to do a lot of the logic for the zombies and stuff, so right now we're just doing it in like a part of a design process, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry too much about it, because I want to get the zombies to actually grab you, like, you know, a proper cutscene where they eat you.
Ah, right, okay.
We have to put all the logic in, and it's going to take a while, I think. Because I don't want the zombies just to hit you with their hands, you know, because it's a bit cheap. I'd rather do the grapple where they grab you, you know.
That sounds too complicated for
Daniel,
me.
kart racing. A stickman style racing. Oh, very good. Hey Gribble Grunger, how are you today? Nice to see you again. How was the rest of your Christmas stream? Oh yeah, by the way, I have another Scottish guy in with me, Jinkage Gaming. And yesterday,
Hello.
Gribble was mentioning how sexy our accents are. He was totally into it. I think that's the only reason why he watches these streams. He doesn't even watch them, he just has the audio on, you know. It's like, oh, that's
headphones on,
Scottish accent. Oh. Yeah. Pure bumping up the bass. Yeah, so we're making more of the survival horror game. We're doing the outside part of the alleyway now, so we're doing a little city here. Some right now I'm just duplicating the cars, because the cars they're quite high thermal, so I'm just going to like change the colours and stuff and try and see if I can get away with some maybe just putting some damage on some cars, maybe some fire, just to make them look a bit different. A bunch of zombies, so I want you to run through this place, you know. And I wanted to add like a nemesis at this part. I thought it would be cool if you had to like run away, you know, when you run into the job centre. The only reason you're running in there is because the nemesis is chasing you.
Stars.
Yeah. We'll need to come up with our own non-copyright stars, you know. Moons.
Fingers.
Fingernails. I think that'll be quite good. It went well, but I'm currently a little drunk. Oh, that's good.
You bad boy. A girl, or was that a boy or a girl?
It's a guy.
Alright, bad boy.
Not fall over drunk, but enough to find the Scottish accent even sexier. 2 for the price of 1. I can't bear this. Oh yeah. You know what would make this?
You should be fall over drunk.
What would make this even better is if you got a bottle of whiskey. So you're living the essence of Scotland down your throat. You can literally swallow Scottish essence. It's got a nice warm.
Buckfast.
I know. Buckfast. Did they have Buckfast in England?
I'm pretty sure you'll find it somewhere.
Yeah.
It won't be as. I know you can get Mad Dog in England because I've had Mad Dog a few times in England, but
alright.
I'm pretty sure they'll do Buckfast. It's not just a Scottish drink, you know. It's more popular.
Those widos everywhere.
Yeah.
Is it cheap?
Nowadays, again, probably different in England because of the taxes and stuff. Because like in Scotland, you need to pay like the alcohol tax and shit now, or whatever you call it. So like there's a lot of people that actually drive down south just to get alcohol because of how cheap it is compared to here.
They just go for a bottle of Buckfast.
2 seconds, Scott, there's my door.
Alright. There should be a zombie behind the desk singing you on. Yeah. Swallow Scottish essence. This is definitely not kid-friendly YouTube. Well, yeah, okay, I'll agree with that. But it's open to interpretation, so there's a little wriggle room for it, you know. And this is a very festive stream. We have gingerbread men. See? This is a very, very festive stream. So we've got literally a whole tub of these. So if anybody wants a gingerbread man, just let me know. I'm sure I can send one over.
Hey, that's me back.
Alright. I hope it wasn't Gerbil at your door.
I think it was.
I found where you live. What happened to the other set you were making? We kind of finished the other set. It's in here, but I deleted some things because part 2, because of the thermal. This is a remix.
Remix, baby.
Remix. I'll quickly save this, right, and I'll show you. It's still a very rough scene, so there's the Witcher there. I'm working on the Witcher. So if you see this, it's still a lot of work to be done, especially the walls because they're all kind of forced together. There's a note here, but I've not actually finished making it. See, it's not, the logic's not there. But what I did get is I got the aiming, and you can actually shoot your gun now, which I think's kinda cool. But you can't kill the zombie, it's immune. But we added some detail, we added some fire, we added some graffiti, put some windows, we've changed the lighting, we put a police car down here. So this is the gate that you go through to exit this area here, after you kill her obviously. And then once we come into scene 2, once you go through the classic Resident Evil loading screen, We're going to come through here, and then this will be the second area. So hopefully it gives me more thermal to work with, because I want this to be a slightly bigger area to run through. I come in through the back door, yeah. Wait, this is a kid-friendly stream. Love the fire in the background. Yeah, I thought it was a nice little touch. But everything in that...
What caused that fire? Because it's pretty big.
You don't know. You don't know yet. Somebody was smoking a fag and they went, oh, oops. There was a zombie like that used to work at the petrol station, so he was like carrying some petrol. But I still need to make the cutscene. I'll probably make the cutscene last, because I had an idea that so you have the homeless guy, and then there's going to be other things, other people that you meet who are alive or dead. And I was thinking once we decide on who those people are, we can actually put all of them in the intro cutscene. So it's like you see everyone, and then gradually through the level you start to meet everyone, either alive or dead. You know, should probably put another police car, because just to vary it up a little bit. Maybe put the police car upside down, you know. I hate how when you leave the level everything turns off, like the grid and everything, and the studio lighting, everything just turned off. Right, we'll put that there just because the police are causing all the problems.
Hey.
Right, there you go. It'll be fun. We're going to try and get a demo for this out, maybe after another 3 or 4 streams, just to see what people think. So let's see, like this, I still need to do the camera angles, obviously. I'm just having a quick wee look to see proportions here. All the screaming zombies. I'm thinking, like, I don't want to make this street so long because I think it would get a bit boring. So I think maybe this bit here could be the job centre. This building here. So you're not walking so far.
So what's the town called?
Gerbil City.
It can't just be a job centre. It needs to be like Paisley Job Centre or
Gribble Job Centre. I don't know. We need to come up with something. So Raccoon City. We need to come up with another animal name for the city. Hey, Intra Attack Out. How are you today? I hope you're having a good Christmas and festive period. Hey, Beetlebum. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're also having a great Christmas and festive period. If you haven't seen the first scene, we were making an alleyway. It looks a lot better in the first scene, by the way. Right now we're going back to basics, and we're just trying to make a simple street scene. And everything you see here is just temporary. We're just throwing things down, seeing what works, and then we'll refine it at a later date. I noticed on Twitter, I think it was Lucid Stew, he made a lot of city assets. So I wanted to see if I could find I think it's this one, the City Streets kit. So he's made a lot of different kinds of roads, some buildings. Maybe this could be the job centre, couldn't it? I mean, that looks a bit run down, right? So
just like Paisley.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll call this the job centre, right? Just for talking's sake. If no one knows what we're talking about, part of the game, we need to get to the job centre. It's not a mansion, you know. It's a job centre. We thought we'd do something different. Something horribly different. Right. Forget that there's a gap there, right? We'll fix that at some point in the future. Right, so there's your job centre, right? There's 2 doors though. I assume we'll go through this door. But either way, it's going to be locked. You can't just go anywhere you want. Cause that would be too simple. I'm going to make you go down the side street of the job centre. I think that would be quite good. Having a great day. Currently finishing up a Christmas themed shooter. Obviously missed the deadline, yeah. See, I was going to make a Christmas level about this elf squad. There was like 4 different elves and they all had different powers and they had to save Santa Claus, but I didn't have enough time, so maybe I'll make it and just put it out regardless.
See, my issue with designing a Christmas level is as soon as Christmas is finished with, people will be like, fuck that shit.
I know. They'll see the level and they'll be like, yeah, not for me. I'll need to see if I can find loads of buildings, because you were looking for buildings, weren't you, and you were finding it quite difficult to find.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of
variations.
A lot of nice, yeah.
So I don't know why I like make tons of buildings that look so different and it just looks like a cartoon world, you know. And also I don't want the thermal to get so high either, you know.
Yeah.
So we'll go with the flow with this one, I think, because my plan is to pretty much sculpt everything brand new. So every building won't be generic. Every building will have a purpose down the line, so I can properly look at designs online and try and sculpt something that's more unique. Who is it in the stream with you? It's Jinkage Gaming. He's quite new to Dreams, I would say. He's had the early access from day one. I think he even had the beta, but
yeah.
He's only just starting to play and create. He's starting to get the hang of create mode, so hopefully we'll see some masterpieces coming from him soon.
There's already one in the making.
Yeah, it's basically like a remix of this one, a new and improved version. So if I go down this alleyway, right, we'll just put this building here for now, right? Just using that for reference. I'll see if I can find any other buildings just to vary it up a little bit. Like there's this one, nice little shop here. I don't know if I should put these next to each other. Maybe that would make more sense. Hold on. So what exactly is your Christmas shooter about? Is it going to be very festive, or is it going to be very bloody? We only want the violence.
With your name and Dreams. Basically, but just without the gaming, just Jinxage on its own.
Yeah.
Is my name on Dreams.
He hasn't made anything yet, but it's coming.
Yeah, you wouldn't find anything as of yet, but I'm taking my time on that kind of horror survival, like the one Scott's making just now. So
yeah, he's basically waiting till I've finished, and then he's going to copy everything. Right, maybe I'll do it like that. See, I don't want to make this street too long, because it'll get quite boring walking all the way up the top of the street. So I think this is as far as you'll go, and I'll probably just put like some fire here or something just to block you from continuing on. So what do you think about the create mode so far, Jinkage? Do you think that it's better than Minecraft? Be careful, you're in a stream of Dreams, people.
Yeah, I'm gonna get attacked like vicious dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot more advanced than Minecraft, obviously. Yeah, as for making the levels and things, yeah, definitely is better. I like Minecraft. It's kind of just more chilled out. don't really need to think about it. You just chill out and play. You know, it's whereas this you need to kind of give it more of a bit more thought in what you're doing and the buttons you're pressing.
Oh look, this building has 2 different faces, so I don't know if I should go with that one or go with this one. Maybe this one's a bit better, because this one has 2 doors. Maybe that's not so good. Let me see. I keep changing my mind here. I didn't realise that he sculpted things on the back, so that's quite good. So it works as like a 2-in-1 kind of thing. So when you make your city, you can have a look at these buildings. They're quite good.
Nah, they look better than the ones I was finding anyway.
Yeah.
You can make Minecraft and Dreams. It has been done multiple times. Yeah, I've seen a few levels.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like Minecraft, yeah.
Someone even made Minecraft story mode, so they actually animated the characters.
See,
which is quite cool.
I've never ever played story mode. I'm not really into the kind of story behind Minecraft. I think it's quite.
I didn't even know there was a story, to be honest.
Yeah, like the story mode, and there's like a campaign kind of level. But it's kind of more aimed towards kids and stuff. I'm not really into that kind of side of things. I just like, as I said, just going on and just building whatever I feel like.
Whatever you want.
I can't be bothered playing anything else. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, makes sense. Because I kind of need a story when I'm playing something like Minecraft, because I just get bored.
Yeah.
Because I want to make things. It's like in Dreams, like you can literally make anything. LBP, you could make anything, even though it was more restrictive. But if I wanted to make a story, I could do it. But in Minecraft, it's hard to make a story. It's like when
Don't get me wrong, Minecraft can get very boring quickly, but it's just all about kind of who you're on with, if you're having a laugh with it, kind of, you know, it can get boring quickly.
Yeah. I suppose some people might find Dreams boring because you need to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
But this is the kind of game that I enjoy, so.
Yeah.
Oh, moving the floor by accident. Right, I think we've got a good wee variety of buildings here. It's quite funny, we'll get big massive buildings here and then little small ones. But it's just for now, until we sort out what's happening. Because there's stuff in the back here as well. We could probably put. I think that's enough though, because that is quite far. So I'm thinking like this one here could be the job centre. Nice brickwork. So I was going to do this one, but this one looks more like a market. This one could be the job centre. Could be a museum, but I guess it's more fancy. This one looks more like a restaurant or a cafe. The one at the back looks like a market as well, and it's even got things for the signs. So maybe that one's better here. But it's all good. So have you got any other ideas for what you think could happen in the street? Because right now I'm just really duplicating cars and zombies and too many cars, to be honest. But
again, now that like I've been playing more myself, I realise it can be quite limited.
What
It needs to be kind of realistic as well. Like for the amount of things you can add into the one area.
Yeah, I mean, I've been duplicating the same cars. I'll just change like the colour of the car, or maybe I'll take a door off, or I'll put one on fire, or just to make it look a bit different.
Yeah, see, I was thinking more like loads of dead bodies, and there's been an outbreak, so like you're going into the streets now where a lot more the general public would have been running about like crazy, so you're thinking more like zombies attacking and bodies just lying about, you know.
Lots of dead bodies.
Yeah.
So I could maybe make like maybe in this area, a bigger area, there could be like a pile of zombies that are all eating one person maybe.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna like randomly put her down here, face first, right? They're all gonna eat her ass, right?
Like a cupcake.
Right, so we've got all these zombies here that are gonna be all over her. Oh yes, I'm gonna eat my twin sister. Lovely. Tastes familiar. Because I like that when, you know, the scenes where you in Resident Evil where you saw like a dead body and they were just like going to town on it. And there was like 3 or 4 of them just going like, and then you'd always try and walk past it really quietly, so no one would they wouldn't notice you. And then suddenly they just stand up like that, and you're like, oh no. I think it was in Resident Evil 2. Sadly, they removed it from the remake, but do you remember the part where they go on the bus at the start?
Yes.
And they're eating all the bodies on the street, and then there's tons of them, and they all get up and come towards you, and you're like, oh my god, how many zombies are there?
Yeah, I do remember that bit. Yeah.
And you go through the bus, and there's like a dead body there, and it gets up. Takes you off guard. Yeah, so I don't know how many zombies I'll do. Since I'm using the one zombie, it doesn't affect thermal much. Like the gameplay went up by 1%, but at the moment that's okay. So I'm curious how many like, say you're going to make a proper zombie game, how many zombies do you think you could get in the one level? Like, could you make 100 zombies, you know?
This involves a lot of work, having to make them look different and stuff, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, just make a few variants, like change the skin colour, change the hair colour, change the physique, maybe. Because like, if you look at the Resident Evil zombies, do you ever notice that you're fighting the same zombie twice?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's that blonde woman zombie again.
You don't notice it as much in the kind of newer games, but definitely in the old games, yeah, it's
more common.
Yeah.
I noticed that a lot in Resi 5, because it was like always the same, or Resi 4, they were always the same people, you know, like they had like 3 different people, and sometimes you'd have like 2 guys next to each other that looked identical, like they were twins or something.
Yeah.
Let me just catch up on some of these comments. So my game is more of a festive kind, yes. Basically a bunch of snowmen are trying to take over the world and you have to stop them. Oh jeez. And what kind of gun do you use? Like a flamethrower or something to melt them? If you didn't, that's a good idea. Zombie milkmen delivering bottles of blood, and zombie bin men collecting leftover body parts. That's a good shout actually. Maybe we can get a bin truck or something and just litter it on the street. About 20 to 30 puppets in close proximity will slow things down. Okay, so it's more like the frame rate starts to take a hit. Got to be clever with spawning them. Okay. See, I always wanted to make like a Dynasty Warriors game in Dreams, and when you play those games, it's like the enemies in the background, they start to disappear. So there's obviously some thought behind how many are on the screen at the one time or within the same area. In this, I've just put like, how many have I did? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess that's okay. Because I don't want to make tons of zombies, since this is a survival horror. You don't have a lot of bullets, so I want you to like run around zombies. You don't have to shoot every single one of them. And I want to put in like some kind of nemesis monster, but I don't think we have a good enough one. I'll need to like search for something, but let me see if I can find that. Would you call it a bin truck, or would you call it a dump truck, or I mean, the terminology. Garbage
lorry.
Lorry, yeah, exactly. Like, it depends what country you're from, who made this, you know? Like, if I put in a bin lorry, for example, no one made a bin lorry. A bin truck. Nah, no British people were making things on Dreams. Let me see. A garbage truck. Let me see. Someone's made a garbage truck and one's on fire. But it's quite basic. It's basically just little blocks and things. I don't even know what else you could put in. I'll just put in a truck and see what we find. Assault gun, actually. Well, assault gun, that makes sense too. Can you actually see the salt come out of the gun? And what's the sound effect for assault gun? Just like I don't know if you've ever played the South Park game, but there's some cool guns in that. Maybe you can take some inspiration, because you could throw snowballs, and you could also, if you press select, it was a hidden option. If you press select, it becomes a yellow snowball. I can have a maximum of 4 puppets at the same time before the game starts to slow down. 4? Wow, that's not good. See, I've just put 7 down. I thought 7 would be okay, but 4? Not so good. It's one of the biggest bottlenecks I've encountered in Dreams. That's a shame. Because you kind of need enemies. You know, if your scene only has like 3, it's not so good. Especially if you've got a big showdown. I've tried creating enemies without using puppets, but it's harder to animate certain things. Okay, so it's mostly the default logic for the puppets that causes the problem. Yeah, I have no idea how you would make your own one. I suppose if it's not a playable puppet, then it would make sense just to make your own enemies from scratch. But until I learn how to do that, I'm just going to have to go with the flow. Got that 77%. What? 8%. That's all right. What's this? A box? Some guy was delivering boxes. He took the wrong turn. There's a Final Fantasy VII truck. There's a bunch of different things here. There's a semi-truck. Do you like a semi-truck?
Semi-truck?
Yeah. The monster truck. Japanese truck. A big yellow truck. Doesn't even look like a truck.
Is it a truck?
A truck? No, not yet. There's a racing truck. There's a ladder truck. I don't know why it's called a ladder truck. Couldn't they just call it a fireman truck? Because technically it is the same thing. So if we can't find... Do you think... there's an ice cream van? Do you think an ice cream van would be good? Maybe the jingle can set off all the zombies. I tried that too, but it's indeed really hard. Yeah, but that maximum of 4 puppets probably has to do with the crazy amount of logic in them. See, if you delete all the logic inside a puppet so that it has no microchips inside whatsoever, do you think it would reduce the problem? Because I don't really need all the logic that's inside the puppets. I just need the character, basically. Right, I'm going to throw something down here. Was this the detail on this one? Was it alright? Guess that looks okay. We're going to use this to block off the road, right? I'll need to like fix the scale and stuff later, obviously. But it's a massive truck, massive. It's bigger than a building, and we're going to like make it like it's fallen over or something, right? Maybe I'll put it like that. Because I had an idea that after you come out of the first area, this part that it's blocked off, you can get through it later. So I'm going to leave a gap here so that it is possible to move on. So yeah, I was thinking, like, when you open up the logic here, if I delete everything here, would it help? Because I don't need all this logic, it's not important for me. Lurking zombies with Popeye the Sailor Man coming from an ice cream van sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. It still has the puppet interface, like the walk, run speed and all that. I think that is what causes the issue. About 2% gameplay. Ah, okay. So it's this part here that's causing the problem. Yeah, it's all the default settings and things. Yeah, they definitely need to work on a way to make it more viable to use these puppets. Because if you had to make your own puppets, like from scratch, it's even more work, too much work. Right, hold on, I'm going to get the... Do you call it the ice cream van or the ice cream truck? That's what I want to know.
The ice cream lorry.
The ice cream lorry, aye. Right, oh, look at this one. This one looks quite nice. It's got a really nice ice cream cone. Looks pretty tasty. You got a little... it's a caravan, an ice cream caravan. I've never heard of those ones before. That must be the cheap variety. We'll get some fancy desserts here as well. That looks quite nice. And Mr. Weepy. This guy is really sad. His business just isn't taking off. Right, let me put in truck. Ice cream truck. Right, I think that was the one I saw before. It's like 18% though. What was the other one? Ice cream van. 19%, so either way, we're screwed. Look at the size of the wheels. This is far too cartoony, isn't it? I'd have to like change the wheels and everything. Do people actually have a lorry? An ice cream lorry? No, no one's made it yet. Like, I'll put in the truck. What the hell is that? Someone made an ice cream truck song. Didn't even know that was a thing. Oh good, this added 1%, 2%, 7%. Oh god, this one's getting quite big. Yeah, I think we're getting one too many things in the scene. Cones, popsicles, sundaes, shakes and cold drinks. Alright, he's got a massive tongue. Jeez. Ice baby. Oh, he's actually decorated the inside. Oh, very nice. So if you want to make your own ice cream level, you know, you can drive the van, go to different spots, ring the wee jingle, and then once all the kids come, you jump out with your gun and kill everybody. This is GTA, man. Let me see if I can find a jingle. Do you think someone's made something?
I'm not sure. Jingle?
Yeah. Ice cream van jingle. That's a classic.
What about just like
it's a Spanish one.
Ice cream.
Spanish guy going ice cream, ice cream.
Just make your own one up.
Yeah. They're pure weird, the jingles. Because if I put an ice cream van, I don't think it's going to come up. Ice cream truck. Nah, no one's done it yet. See, there's a market here if you make some ice cream sound effects for the van. And we can try and distort it so that it's clearly broken. Right, I think I'll probably make... Oh, I did something wrong there. I'll make the ice cream van in the second part of the city. So this is the first part, just so the thermal doesn't get so high, and then the second part we'll put the ice cream van. You can hear the tone, you know, ever so slightly in the distance. Let's see here. Joseph Morris, hey, welcome to the stream. How is your Christmas festive period going? Finally I'm here for the stream. Oh, very good. Have you been trying to join a stream? Popcorn, yummy tummy, hello, how are you? How is your Christmas going? Welcome to the stream. Just reduce detail, you'll hardly notice. Yeah, I've always wondered, like, if you reduce the detail, how far can you reduce it before you start to notice? Because if you zoom in, you can see like all of the fuzziness like on the tire, and then if you zoom out you don't really see it too much. I guess that's the good thing about the camera angles we're going to be using in this, because the camera angle is going to be like this. Nothing's ever going to be so close, and I think because of the lighting and things, we could probably disguise how blurry some of the stuff looks. Lower the thermal and stuff. Yeah, I need to do that. Especially the floor. For some reason, when you expand the basic floor, it actually increases the thermal a lot. Like I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I've ended up just deleting the basic floor and just using like different people's floors.
Yeah, I've just used it just now because it does the job, you know. Here yeah. I've got a road here, so that's like the only floor I ever used. But that floor I used in the alleyway, it was just the basic one, but the colour looked good, so it was fine for me, you know. I just need to remember what I'm doing. It's in here, isn't it? Sculpture detail. See, everything looks all nice, right? But see, if you click this, boom, here's the red basic floor. So you need to I need to reduce this floor is probably the thing that takes up the most detail, and then you see everything else, all the road and that.
I'm going to group the three things together, see if I can group them together. Can I copy it and paste? Yeah? Please tell me yeah.
Yes
I can.
Yes you can. Yeah, I know it's like, say when you reduce the detail, some of the paint here disappears, but we don't need that. Right, let's see if we can reduce this and see if it looks... I don't know how blue I should make it. I think that blue is enough, right? And I suppose we can always reduce what we did. So if we made something a bit too... If we reduce the detail a bit too much, we can always reverse the process, you know. Can this barbed wire... Can I reduce the detail in this? I don't think so. I always miss the stream. Yeah. Well, we'll always try now, because we used to only do streams on Saturday, just playing levels. Since we're doing create streams now, usually every Tuesday, but we didn't do one this Tuesday because it was Christmas Eve. So we're doing one today to compensate. Maybe in the future we'll do one every Tuesday and every Thursday. Maybe that'll be good. I guess I'm just waiting for feedback, I guess. Is that paint or is that thermal? I think it's paint. But yeah, we deleted a good amount. Look at these shopping trolleys. See, I need to delete these because you're not gonna see these. This whole scene here. This is part of the first scene. I only kept it just for literally just to get a perspective going. So I can delete all this stuff. I don't need it. Get rid of the shopping trolleys, the bin bags, everything. Could probably even get rid of some of these bits of graffiti. Don't even know if they take up much thermal, so if it doesn't take up much thermal, then I won't bother so much. So there we go. We've got let me see the thermal down to 43%. So we got rid of quite a lot there. So I need to find a monster for. It's like the big bad monster that you need to run away from. He's too terrifying.
Mr. X.
Maybe. I guess he could do the job for now.
He actually like walks towards you if you change it to play mode. He's already walks towards you.
Yeah. There's two Mr. X's. Mr. X brave mode? What is brave mode?
Top of a building, right? Like so you kinda like so he's looking down on you, and then
okay.
I went to play mode and I looked and he wasn't there. I went back to edit mode and he fell off the building.
I was wondering where he was. He just walked away.
Yeah.
Right, I've got Mr. X rave mode, right? Here's Mr. X rave mode. This is the new fearful enemy.
God's sake. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell.
He's gonna chase me around the whole level. He's gonna rave me to death. I don't even want to know what he's gonna put, where he's gonna put those rave sticks. Get away from me, you raver!
I'm a hardcore raver. Mr.
Extreme. Right, he has to make a cameo in this level now. It's a rule now. Delirium, hey, how are you doing? You can make resized objects look smoother with adjustments. Okay, I'll need to experiment and see what I can do with that. Tip L1 R2 will automatically reduce the most detailed thing in a scene. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So it saves me having to go through everything. I like to spam it. Alright, that's a good shortcut, actually. Saves me going round the whole map. Hey, how are you doing, Crack? Are you having a good Christmas? Glad to see I'm not the only one seriously trying to make a survival horror game. Yeah, we started this off like just part of a joke, like just to see like what we could do for fun. But it's starting to take shape. I mean, the camera angles in this particular scene, I haven't put them down yet. I've only did it in the first scene, in the alleyway. So once we get some of the more of the logic down and we get all the camera angles in, some music, I think it'll be pretty cool. And we're hoping to get a demo out. Since we're doing this stream once a week, maybe twice a week, I want to try and get at least one scene complete every stream, like at least a basic draft. So I'm hoping like maybe once there's like 5 or 6 scenes ready and all polished, I can put out a demo for people to try things out. Because we're probably going to add a proper story with cutscenes and things, but that's going to take a lot of time. So I think if we get a gameplay demo out first, that'll be good to get people's interest in the game. Are you getting used to the mechanics? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I often create off stream, but I've not really been doing many detailed things. It's been mostly just I'm starting slow, basically. So everything I'm making, it always starts off rough around the edges. But no doubt on the next stream I'll show you an updated version. I'll probably work on this off stream just a little bit, just to polish up some things. I love this guy. He needs to be the mascot for this level now. Mr. Ecstasy. Oh, that's a good name.
Mr. Ecstasy.
Mr. Ecstasy, yeah. Perfect. It's like something from Star Wars as well, isn't it? Mine will take longer as I am sculpting and programming my characters in most of my environment. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So yeah, I'd want to sculpt, but right now I need to practice. So I'm pretty much asking some other dreamers who are good at sculpting to help out, basically, with characters. and maybe some environments and stuff. Because I don't think I could do it all alone. I think if I do it all alone, it's going to take me forever. So I'm going to try and get some help. The idea is to get the basic game working, and then the character sculptor can come in, the environmentalist can come in and can basically polish up what needs to be done, as long as the gameplay is good, you know, and it's playable from start to finish. That's good for me. What type of survival horror game are you making, just out of curiosity? Because we're going for the classic cameras. We went to a vote and most people were interested in doing the classic fixed cameras. True gameplay first, yeah, pretty much. That's why I don't bother with graphics first of all. Like, I'm just getting the structure and seeing what works, and then I'll go over it until it looks good. Because
sorry, on you go.
No, I was just going to say that the graphics are important, but obviously you don't want to make a game that looks stunning but then the gameplay is quite boring. Because I've seen a lot of Dreams that look really good but the gameplay is, there's nothing there.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of doing the opposite. I'm just trying to make a level look good, because like, I don't really know what I'm doing with the gameplay side of things.
Okay.
Because I'm just kind of starting off with the game, I'm just wanting to get used to like kind of designing and stuff, like just like placing things into one level, and yeah, I just want it to look like a nice environment to walk about in, you know, like a kind of one relatable to Resident Evil that you could think, well, this reminds me of Resident Evil. It's quite a cool take on it.
Yeah. Put a normal Mr. X in, just so I don't forget. I'll make him quite big though. It's huge. It's probably one of the better Resident Evil models. This one and Jill. Not many people sculpt Resident Evil stuff, which is a shame. But I guess some people don't like to do licensed things, they like to create their own things, which is fair enough. So what do I need to do now? I was going to put in... See, I deleted the fire, so I need to get it back out again. Not a sound effect. We want actual fire. Fire or flames, whatever works. The fire barrel, it's like in every single video game. It would feel weird if we didn't use it, right? Fire golem. Crazy fire effect showcase. What the hell? That is crazy. Can I just like steal this fire from you? Thank you. I just want to use his fire. That's it. We're going to put some fire here, just because it looks quite real, doesn't it? Looks like real fire.
Yeah. Does that take a lot of thermal up though? Is it not bad?
Let me see, I'll delete it. Didn't do anything really. Nah. I think it's because it's not a physical object, it's just the flex. Okay. It's just the paint. Right. So I don't think it's using up too much. Don't ask me how this fire started, right? Just appreciate that it's there, right?
That's exactly what I'm going through in my level now. I'm like, how did this fire even start here?
Does anybody really know? It's like when you play Resident Evil 3, there's like fire everywhere, but we don't question it. We just accept that there's chaos going on. And
I'm going to put a few bullets about the place, and maybe put a few objects that could cause a fire.
Alright. I'm going to put Mr. X inside the fire. Just watching you. So when you get to this part, I want there to be like a scene where he comes out of the smoke and he just walks towards you, and you pretty much, you can't kill him, you need to run away. in this part of the game.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Just gonna... Oh god. I just need to turn off his follower behaviour just now, because I don't want him following me just yet. I just want him like to be there, you know. Dun dun dun, Mr. X. Who do you think is the best one to chase you, Mr. X or Nemesis?
I'd probably say Nemesis because he actually runs.
Yeah, and he's got a bazooka.
And the big kind of tentacle things that come out and grab you.
Yeah, I'm going to save this. I forgot to save it, just to be on the safe side.
Power cut or something.
Yeah, because it was raining here, and sometimes when it rains, everything comes off. But I think the game does autosave every now and again, which is good, because LBP, it never autosaved. So once that happened, you lost everything. But obviously if I do something after the autosave, I'll lose maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just reading this now. So I'm remaking a horror game I created on Little Big Planet. The gameplay is inspired by Haunting Grounds and Clock Tower, the inventory and the item system. I never actually played Clock Tower, but I think you did, Jinkage, didn't you? You played... Is it Clock Tower 3?
Yeah. I can't remember what it was. It was years ago. I remember playing one of them, yeah, but I really can't remember kind of what version it was, to be fair.
I don't even remember. Was it a PS2 game or GameCube?
PS1, I think, if I remember
PS1?
Right. Yeah.
Alright.
There probably was versions of it out for PS2, but I'm sure when I played it was PS1, but again, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played Clock Tower. It's inspired by Resident Evil. Yeah, I think a lot of survival horror these days is inspired by Resident Evil, isn't it?
There you go, shows you how much I know. PS2. So
I was right.
there never one out the PS1 then? Or?
No, I think you were playing some other game. Alone in the Dark. See, that's a good game that no one talks about. Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. It came out on the PS1 and the PS2. And it's basically a copy of Resident Evil, because you go to a mansion and you can go a guy or a girl. But I thought it was quite a good game. You used to use a torch to like damage the monsters as well. I had that on the PS1, so the graphics weren't too good. The truck overturned and a spark ignited the spilled fuel. Oh, see, we're getting somewhere. So there we go. We know how the fire started. It was the fuel from the truck.
Nice.
I just don't know where the fuel came from. Like, I've never owned a truck, so like, let's just pretend the fuel is on the side like a car, right? So it's on that side. Let's just pretend Mr. X stood in front of it and did that, and then he went, oh, and he crashed. I don't know how he crashed this way, but this is just the way it happened. Maybe when we do the intro cutscene for the game, we'll show the truck crashing. If I can get the animation looking good. Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, so there's confirmation, the PS2. What kind of gameplay did Clock Tower have? Is it just the same as Resident Evil? Go around, shoot things, read things, solve puzzles? Is that like the general idea, maybe?
I'm not even going to answer that, because I'm not... I got it wrong the last time. I'll let who was it was talking about it?
Delirium.
Yeah, I'll let him answer that one.
Yeah, you're like, I think you go around with a samurai sword. Yeah. It's like a ninja game. Clock Tower, it was click based. Ah, okay. So point and click. Yeah.
Maybe I never played it then. Maybe I think I'm getting mixed up with that and the one where you take pictures of ghosts and you see the ghosts.
Oh, the Fatal Frame?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it must be. Because I don't remember playing a point and click survival horror game?
Nah, I mean, yeah, they are now that it's getting crazy.
Oops. Right, I'm going to put in some of the some of the camera angles. Right. This is like, see, I'm going to try and keep most of the logic like off stream because I hate doing logic. I'm not very good at it. I'm not bad at it, but I prefer to do it when I've got more time.
I find it too fidgety.
Yeah?
Yeah. I end up trying to do it and messing the whole thing up.
The whole level just breaks.
Yeah.
Alright, so I need to figure out what's the first camera going to be. Is it going to be outside like this? Or is it going to be more like that? See, I don't want to show this side of the screen. I'll try and like block that off. So I want the classic style, you know.
Time just flies by when you play this game.
I know. It's been like 5 hours. Not quite, but almost.
Do you have to... You're not working tomorrow, are you?
No. I'm off for a while. I'm just going to put the camera here for now, right? We can always change it. But this is just the trigger zone for once you leave that area. Right. Camera. So are you Delirium? Are you looking forward to the Resident Evil 3 remake? Is that something that interests you? Let me see, so if I got the character here, I don't even know if I want you to go there. Maybe I'll make more fire, because I just love putting fire down. Because you know, in games you need to figure out ways to block paths.
Yeah.
So I don't really want the player to go here. I don't think there's going to be any items unless... I haven't even decided where I'm going to put the ammunition. Maybe I'll put like some ammo here, maybe. Because I haven't even got an inventory system set up yet. So you start out here, the camera's like that. In fact, maybe I'll change that camera because when you leave, maybe I'll make it like that, right? Maybe that's good. And then once you leave, if you go forward, camera's going to be like this maybe. Since it's a bigger area, I don't want to make like really small cameras. I can always edit this later. I keep saying that, but it's true. So where's the zombies? See, you don't want to show where all the zombies are, right? You want to create some mystery.
Is there a way I can use a rubber and just like rub like an area out? Like a... I think the best to explain this. It's like I've got a concrete wall and I'm putting a doorway. So I could just walk through the doorway. Could I rub a bit out?
Yeah. You just have to put a shape in and then put it into delete mode and then just delete and it'll take away the material.
Right, so if I go to modes and then go to...
You go in all the way in until you can start sculpting and then you press, I think it's triangle, and then it'll go and see through and you basically delete whatever it is that you're on top of.
Right.
By making more after haunting grounds, you have to run and hide from a stalker. Ah, okay. Something like Outlast. Pre-ordered it day one. Resident Evil 3 was my favourite. Liked it better than 2. Oh, interesting. It's all debatable. Because I still love the classic Resident Evil, because that was like the first one I owned. So for me, the first one's always the best, just because of how it all started, you know. What would you say is your favourite Resident Evil, Jinkage?
The original 2, probably 2.
2?
2, yeah. I would say so.
I thought you would say it was like Code Veronica.
No.
I know how much you love Code Veronica.
I do like Code Veronica, but it's definitely not my top game.
No?
Nah.
It's
Code Veronica's definitely better than 4. In my opinion.
But 4's a different style, I suppose, so it's not...
That's why I think it's better, but because to me personally, that's when I feel like Resi started going downhill.
From 4?
Yeah.
I suppose.
4 and 5 are nothing like. 4, 5 and 6 were nothing like Resident Evils that we were brought up with, you know?
Yeah. It's more action based.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. But still a good game, just not as interesting.
I actually do enjoy 4, 5 and 6. They are decent games, but they're just not as good as the originals, in my opinion anyway.
Is it because it's not so much of a survival horror, it's just...
It's more like an action based game, yeah.
And would you say the camera angles were worse? Like, because a lot of people don't like tank controls. If you think about it, playing a game like that nowadays, it probably would suck.
Yeah. You know? To be fair, none of the camera angles really annoy me that much. I'm just trying to think what I prefer. I'm not really sure about that one because like I know you weren't that keen on Resident Evil 7's camera angles.
So I don't mind. It's just first person games I'm not so into, you know.
Yeah.
It's like it's good, but I still prefer like the Resident Evil 2 remake. I still prefer that camera over the first person.
Yeah.
Not saying Resi 7's bad, it was really good. But I like to see the character that I'm playing as. You know?
Yeah.
Because the guy you go in 7, he's quite boring. You know?
Yeah, there wasn't much about him, maybe fair. Wasn't much character, was there?
No. Gets a bit boring. He's too busy just getting his hand chopped off.
Too busy trying to get his hole.
I don't know. Where are you? Well, he found her, and then he could potentially betray. Who did you prefer out of the two girls? Is it Zoe and whatever the other one was called?
Was it Maya or something? No, not sure.
Something like that. Maya.
Yeah.
Maya.
I preferred his girlfriend because she was hotter.
That was the decision. No, she's hotter, so sorry. That would be kind of funny. Now they go through these cars. Got Rave here. Don't even know what he's holding in his hand here. Looks like balloons. Because you can see like the edges. look like they've been tied. Right. Do a big camera angle like this. Maybe it makes it more dramatic when the camera's like quite far out. Right, so that camera up to that car, so it has to be a bit here maybe. I need to find someone to compose some original music for this as well.
Put some ABBA through it. Mamma mia, here we go again.
I've got plenty of cars here you could just activate. Maybe one car's playing ABBA.
Aye.
It's quite a good soundtrack. That's what a lot of these horror movies do these days. They take like a popular song and then they try and make it like really creepy. So if you could take Mamma Mia and make it into a horror version, maybe that would work. Did you ever watch the second one?
I've never seen any of them.
Don't lie.
Is that you admitting that you're a big fan of the movies?
Just the first one. I hate sequels.
Did you watch the second one?
No. It's like where could they go with the story? You know, they couldn't.
Some sequels are better than the first ones, like Godfather.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people say the Godfather's better than the Godfather 2 is better than the Godfather 1.
Oh, okay. I've only watched the first one.
Apparently the third one's terrible, but so if you do ever watch it, don't watch the third.
Be aware.
Yeah.
I think he's older in the third one. Did you get around to watching The Irishman?
Yeah, I've watched a wee bit of it. I couldn't get into it.
No?
Nah, Goodfellas is a lot better.
I don't think I've watched that one. They all play the same kind of characters, don't they?
Goodfellas is amazing. That's one of my top 5 favourite movies. It's on Netflix, you should watch it.
It's quite long, isn't it? It's like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
All these movies, they're really long. I'm just going to catch up with some of the chat first here. All I got to say to that is a Jill sandwich. I know I need to put I want to put in a Jill sandwich. I'm sure there's a game that made a Jill sandwich store. I need to put some kind of Easter egg in. Will you be getting The Last of Us 2? Oh yes, oh yes. I was disappointed because it was meant to come out in February, which is my birthday. But I guess if they've got to polish the game up a bit more, then I'm all for it. It's probably going to be one of the last games to come out for the PS4, I assume. That and Ghost of Tsushima.
Well, they've already said that Ghost game's going to be coming out to PS5 as well, so I'll be waiting for the PS5. If there's certain games coming out to PS5, I'm waiting for that because there's no point in me buying the game twice.
Yeah, I think they're going to probably put The Last of Us 2 on the PS5 as well because they didn't put a multiplayer mode. So I'm thinking maybe the multiplayer mode will be PS5 exclusive.
Yeah, but I don't know, I feel like The Last of Us, I couldn't wait until the end of next year to play it. When that comes out, I feel like I need to buy that like straight away.
You've got no choice.
Yeah.
I suppose if you can wait, but
it's too good of a game to miss, you know.
Yeah. So with first person, it's much harder to make you care for the main character. This is even more of a problem in VR, where cutscenes are not really possible. Yeah, I suppose. I guess VR would be good if you just want to play as yourself. You know, like make your own decisions and just sort of experience stuff firsthand. Because Jinkage, you played Resident Evil 7 in VR, didn't you?
Yep, yeah.
What was your impression? Did you feel like you were really there?
Nah, for me so far, VR just isn't. I wouldn't choose VR over just normal playing because the, the graphics just aren't there for it yet, especially on like yeah.
Is that just the PlayStation graphics, or do you think the PC VR would be a lot better?
Yes, the PC VR is meant to be really good graphics, but I just feel as if it's dead grainy and
grainy.
Yeah, that's the best way to explain that. Everything just looks dead grainy when playing.
That's not so good. It must be the resolution. I think the PS4 VR is one of the lowest resolutions compared to like the HTC Vive or whatever it's called. But they're more expensive, and obviously you need to be a PC gamer if you want to play those ones, you know. But I'm not so bothered. I'll wait for the PS5 and I'll see if they make a good VR, and then I'll get it maybe when Dreams supports VR, because I'd like to make some VR stuff there. I think then it'll be worth the money because you'll have tons of VR content and you can make your own. I think it would be pretty cool. Let me get to this part though. I want you to see the zombies from like that side. They're all going to be eating that poor girl. I just don't want the zombies to block you off. Obviously I'll update this with once I got these zombies animated eating the body. That'll be quite interesting.
How long have you been streaming for?
Maybe an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 20.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Are you streaming for much longer?
I want to try and finish the cameras on this scene so I can actually run up and down, and I want to make a quick little cutscene just with Mr. X appearing.
Right.
And then you're going to run down this alleyway, but most of the logic I'm not going to do today. I'll do that another day, off stream.
I'm going to head off and get something to eat in about 5-10 minutes.
Alright, cool. A hoagie?
I had food, more than likely.
Can you hear the fangs from Nando's? I don't know, can you? I don't even think I've ever eaten at a Nando's.
A cheeky Nando's?
Nah, never had a Nando's. I didn't think it was that interesting, just a chicken.
Yeah, you're not missing much, to be fair.
Nah. There's a big craze, everybody loves Nando's, but what's the point?
I don't see what the big craze is all about, I really don't.
Is it meant to be quite cheap?
Nah, it's
like a McDonald's for chicken?
Nah,
like
it's
KFC?
more a proper restaurant. Nah,
A restaurant?
If you want cheap,
No.
you're better off going to KFC.
Ah, yeah.
It's cheapish. It's not. I wouldn't say it's expensive, but it's not as cheap
like
as you're thinking. It's like we'll go and we'll get like 2 burgers and 2 sides each for like £25-30. So it's not bad, but
£25-30 for 2 what?
burgers and 2 sides and a drink.
Oh fuck, that is quite expensive, isn't it?
I don't know, because like seen ourselves go for a meal and be £50 for like 2 starters and 2 mains.
I suppose if you go for the starters, yeah, it gets a bit pricey.
Play Fireball, best VR game. Yeah, I've played that before. I've actually met a couple of friends through that.
For Fireball?
Really? Yeah.
Sadly, I probably won't be playing VR anytime soon.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Hey, Swickful. Just noticed you've joined. How are you? How is your Christmas going? The Irishman bloody dragged. See, I actually quite enjoyed The Irishman. I thought it was quite good. It might not be the best movie compared to like what Jinky said, like Goodfellas, but I thought it was quite good. But I had to watch it in 2 parts, like an hour and a half each. I couldn't watch the whole thing in one go. Do you have an idea for what character you're going to use for the player? Not yet. Not yet. We did have a temporary Jill Valentine, but obviously we're going to change the character. We want to create an original character. So I've been asking some character sculptors on Dreams if they want to help, but I think a lot of people are quite busy. It's kind of hard to collaborate with certain specific people, but we're trying to find someone who can make us a reasonably high quality sculpt, but I don't even know if we're going to have a character select, if we're going to have a male and a female. Right now it's probably going to be a female character, and we'll just take it from there and see what happens. But we don't have a model yet, or any design ideas or backstory. I mean, we can try and come up with ideas now, but we don't have anything as of yet. They moved it to the day before my birthday. Clearly they like me more than you. Yeah, well, I have a Scottish accent, so I'm already higher on the scale. Nah, it'll be good getting it for your birthday, because there's a lot of games coming out. I think for me anyway, starting from March, you've got the Final Fantasy VII remake, and then you've got in April you've got Resident Evil 3 remake, 2 remakes, and then you've got in the middle of April you've got Cyberpunk, which looks like a good game, and then in May you've got The Last of Us, and I can't remember the date for Ghost of Tsushima. I can't remember, but I can only assume it's around about the same time. So that's like 4 big games that I need to buy day one, and I've probably missed out a few other games, like maybe Dying Light 2 and a few other things, depending on how they review.
Yeah, Dying Light, I think that's going to be a PS5 game as well.
Yeah, because
they've already announced it's for the PS5.
So they confirmed.
Yeah.
I suppose that's what's going to happen. You're just going to get a bunch of games that were meant to be PS4, but they're just going to get upscaled to the PS5.
Well, I'm actually happy that developers are telling you it's going to be out for both consoles, because they're pretty annoyed, like, buying a game and then it comes out again. You're like, thanks for telling us, we can bring it back out. So I think it's quite a good thing that they actually let us know that they're coming out in two consoles.
Yeah, I suppose that is quite good. But I just hope that the PS5 doesn't just begin as a upscaled PS4, you know. I want proper PS5 games. So if this Ghost of Tsushima comes out in PS5, I want it to feel like a PS5 game, not a PS4 game that just loads quicker, you know. So yeah, talking about the Firewall game. Thinking of seeing the monsters I made in VR scares me. Oh. See, I think because once we get VR for Dreams, we could literally kill people, because you could make something that has no quality control. You just like fire loads of monsters in and tons of jump scares, and you could probably make someone like extremely dizzy doing a lot of things in VR just to troll people.
Yeah.
That was an ABBA reference from way back when you were talking about adding an ABBA song. Ah, okay. See, you're a bigger ABBA fan than me, so you have more of a knowledge when it comes to that kind of thing. You might consider using camera pointers, although I'm not sure if you'll have the same flexibility, but they work pretty well. See, in the last week I asked everyone, like, should I use a camera pointer because it has like fixed angles, or should I use a normal camera, and most people said just use a normal camera. So I don't really know what the difference is, to be honest, so I'm just going to keep using these cameras, but down the line if the camera pointers are actually better, then I can always update it. But I have no idea, I'll need to experiment and see what works best. Yeah, I could make a character for you, but mine are really detailed, so it takes me a while and I'm busy. Yeah, it's the same thing, everyone's busy, they're making their own projects or they're busy in life. So for me it's like, I want a detailed character and I'm not in any rush for it because we still need to make all the level design, the cutscenes, just the general game really, so there's plenty of time to make anything for the game, you know.
Yeah,
there's no rush.
One and then I'll use it as well.
Yeah, you'll just copy mine.
Yeah. Well, you'll be happy to know that I've not copied you with my second scene, so
it's indoors.
Yeah. Well, kinda. You'll see when you join.
Alright. You'll have to add me as a collaborator for every single scene, which is a pain.
Yeah, I'll do that before I go off, and then when you finish the stream, go and have a look and then message me and tell me what you think.
Okay, will do. It'll be a street, but it'll have like a couple of different zombies.
Nah, no street.
No.
No zombies.
So you're going on your own now?
Yeah, there will be zombies, but just I've not added any in yet. I want to get the scene all looking good, and then I'll add them in.
Okay.
And again, I'm not finished yet. I'm just still like once you view it, there's still kind of under construction.
Yeah. I'm just doing the same thing really. Everything's under construction. But you got to start somewhere.
Just try to find a good bright light. I feel like you see just dead dim looking.
Can you not just copy multiple lights?
Oh, and just have it in the one area?
Yeah, just to enhance it more.
Right, okay.
I don't like the look of Dying Light 2. I think they're going to ruin the feeling of the original. See, that's a funny thing. I didn't really like the original. I don't know why. I haven't really played a lot of it, but it's like Dead Island. It was like had a good concept, but too many technical flaws. And I feel like the same with Dying Light. But a lot of people tell me the second one looks more ambitious, so...
Dead Light was... Dead Island was quite rubbish, wasn't it? It was quite a good, like, the gameplay and all that. Just for its time. Felt like a PS2 game.
Oh yeah. It was a good idea though.
Yeah.
And they sold that game based on the reveal trailer, the very first trailer, because everyone was like, "Oh, this looks so cinematic," and then everyone bought it because of that trailer that had no gameplay in it. People are fools.
Yeah.
Just shows you if you make a good trailer, you could do anything. I have a feeling Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is going to be announced soon. I don't know why, I just do. So do you know something that we don't? Maybe a PS5 game, I assume. That's another game that I still need to play. See, it seems like a good game, but really long. It's probably going to take me like what, 30 hours to complete Horizon, maybe? Similar length to Far Cry. I played the start, but I've been playing a lot of Dreams and trying to get through my backlog, so I'm trying to play games that are a bit shorter.
Yeah, I played the start as well. I couldn't get into it from what I played.
Yeah?
But I'll give it another bath.
Yeah, worth a go. I'm just going to mess around with these cameras here. To be honest, the current obsession with accessibility from VR devs is part of the reason why it isn't taking off. Okay, so not a lot of people are experimenting. I've gotten tired of floating hands and teleportation. Yeah, that does make VR seem a bit ridiculous when you just have like these floating hands. or the guns are just like floating like in front of you. It's a bit surreal. If you need some umbrella looking soldiers, feel free to use my futuristic soldier characters. There's a male and a female. Oh, very good. Yeah, I'll take a look. And I'll lower the thermal detail so I can use them. Yeah, everything right now. I'm just going to find good characters and put them in. And we can update things later as we go. To me, Dying Light is one of my top 3 zombie games. Interesting. That's quite a big claim. Even though I wouldn't say this was an amazing game, but there was a game, it was on the Wii U, and then it came to the PS4. It's called...
Don't you dare.
It's called Zombie. It's called Zombie. And it's actually, it's decent. It's decent. It's like Dark Souls. If you die, you lose all your stuff.
I've tried that, but again, like, the graphics ruined it for me. It just looked dead.
It's a Wii U game, but in HD.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite good though. Like, it's not perfect, but I completed it a couple of times. Got the platinum. This stream needs fart noises. Right. Hold on.
The best ever zombie game I've ever played was The Walking Dead Survival Instinct.
Oh, who said that? Was that
no,
you?
Me, I'm saying that.
Is that you that's saying that? Jesus. That's the all-time favourite from you.
That was a terrible game.
Right, here we go. We'll get some farts. Right, there's a fart song. It's a watery fart. What the hell? Someone made a fart song? I'm not even joking. Look, it's like a collection of farts. What the hell? Is it catchy?
I can't even hear it.
It's a full song, just full of different sounding farts.
Right, Scott, that's me. Saved this and added you to it so you can view it.
Do you want me to view it on the stream, or do you want me to keep it private?
Yeah, you can view it on the stream if you want. I've not done a lot on the second scene. It's just so I can give you kind of a vibe of what it's going to be like.
Okay, yeah, I'll check it out in a second. Yeah, the PS5 is coming up more and more on sites and on forums, and Guerrilla have been very quiet lately. I just think it's time. Yeah, because they haven't announced anything yet, so unless it's a new Killzone, which nobody wants, I think Horizon 2 is a good shout. The thermal should be under 10%. Yeah. Hopefully that's good enough then, because I managed to get the thermal down quite a bit. Wonder if there's going to be a PS5 announcement event like the PS4. Yeah, because it's weird, they've already announced a PS5 game before they've actually shown off the PS5 at that award show.
Sony have already announced that the PS5's like it's official that it's coming out. Yeah. Sony have announced it through their Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, they just haven't shown anything. Yeah, it's weird. Why announce a game and not show anything for it? You know.
I just hope they don't make us wait to E3. I hope they have their own conference before that.
I guess we'll just need to wait and see.
I read somewhere months ago that it's going to be January, February that they're going to have their own conference, but who knows?
It's going to be pretty crazy. Right, I'm going to make the fire here. Here he comes.
Mr.
Ecstasy.
Just now, right? But
alright, cool.
I've got a few things I need to do, but I'll try and kind of stay on the stream
and in the chat. I probably won't be streaming for too much longer. I'll finish this camera here and then I'll check out your level, your work in progress level. and we can compare. We can see whose is better, right? This one or Jinky's survival horror, right? Put it to a vote.
Bear in mind, the lighting's off, everything's off.
I haven't even started the lighting in mine. I'm just using the basics.
Yeah. Well, what you might need to do is, that thing you showed me earlier on, I've turned it dark again, so just put studio lighting back on to see kind of what's about.
In the edit mode?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Right, I'll speak to you soon.
Alright.
Right, bye.
See ya. This music stinks. Yeah, that was pretty stinky music. Who wants farts in the stream? It's crazy. Right, I need to do a close-up, because you're going to try and enter this building, but it's going to be like, it's locked, sorry. I'm going to put it like that. There we go. See, once I get all this going, it's going to look bloody brilliant. My soldiers are 8%. Oh, that's even better. 2% better than before. Erection female, whatever that means, is 8%, and the male is 6%. Oh, interesting. Why is the female have more percent than the male? Does she have more anatomy? They're playing with Microsoft as usual. Sony are good at that, yeah. If you saw the new Xbox, whatever it's called, Series X, it looks like a bazooka. It doesn't look good. I think if the Xbox fail again this year, they're going to have a meltdown. Hey Crooked Vulture, welcome to the stream. How's your Christmas going? Merry Christmas all, hope the level is coming along nicely. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, we're slowly but surely getting there. Very rough draft. After the stream, I'll probably work on it more. Maybe if I've got time tomorrow, I'll do another create stream tomorrow. No promises, but if we do, it will probably be another scene, because I want to keep making a new scene every stream. I don't want to come back and do the same scene over and over again. I think that's a bit boring. So we'll probably do inside the job centre. I think that will be the next scene that we work on. Her body is more complex. Makes sense. What was I doing here? See, I think I'm going to save this and check out Jinxie's. He's making a survival horror level, right? But bear in mind that he is way behind even me when it comes to Dreams, right? So this was like the first one. I helped him make some little changes and things, but this is the one that he's working on, right? So it's more, he tried to use my alleyway as inspiration, so you can tell he's had a lot of things similar, and he's using the third person camera, and everything here he did himself, like obviously community assets. The only thing I helped him do was the note, so when you can actually read the note, so after you read the note you go back, you take the note, and that's it. So that's really the only logic I've helped him with, and I helped him change the font for the Raccoon City, but everything else this is what he's made. So during that stream when we were making that little street, he was making part 2 of his. So let's have a look and see what he's working on this whole time. I'm interested. It's nice when you're creating alongside someone else, you know. Right, so this is the other side of the door from that alleyway. It looks like some kind of church, maybe. So we've got another zombie here, and maybe it's not a church. Maybe it's like a restaurant. You got all the tables and chairs, and there's another police car that's just went right through that wall. Magically, just went right through that wall, and started an absolute blaze. Can we go through here? I don't know why, like the fire, it's really static here, but it moves over here. I don't know why. So this is like behind the bar. Oh, what's that? Got some detail on the wall there. And then I guess this is where his progress halted. Ah, quite interesting. So he's going to go into a bar scene next. Oh, very good. So now we have privileges, so we can edit his level as well. I will be getting both the PS5 and the Xbox SX. I only got PS4 for Dreams. Wow, that is commitment just for Dreams. And you're going to have to get a PS5 if you want to keep that going. I mean, I'm curious to see if most people just stay on PS4 because you can still play Dreams, or if they'll give us an incentive to actually upgrade to the PS5 to play Dreams, because I'm probably going to get the PS5 regardless, and if they give us a better version of Dreams, then great. I hope it's not just backwards compatible, because then I could just play on the PS4. There's no real point, but I think we all want a more powerful Dreams. If the PS5 is available, give it to us. Let me see here. I just sent you my opening for my game I'm working on, if you'd like to check it out. Yeah, let's do it. Let's check it out. Just going to read a few more of these comments first. It helps that you don't have to pay for Xbox Live Gold when on PC. Oh, okay, you don't have to. I didn't know that. I know that they're doing there's a streaming service they do now, which lets you play a lot of new games, like the new Gears of War, and things like that. So it's a pretty good deal. Sadly, my PC it's not so good, so I can't. That's why I stream on PS4, because I can't stream on my PC because it's not good enough. That's a nice scene. Yeah, he did well. He's new to Dreams, Jinkage, so he's still learning a lot. But he's watching these streams as well, so that he can learn a bit more. Dreams really needs multiplayer, create mode. Yeah, it does. That would be good once we can do a stream. If any of you guys want to jump in and actually help build things together, because right now the only option we have is if you want to sculpt something or make something, you'd have to send it to me and then I'd import it. But I guess if we can all do it in the same scene together at the same time, it will be more sociable. Yes, it does. I can't wait for the game to release. Yeah, it'll be good. Hopefully the story mode's good. I'm genuinely worried about the launch. Why are you worried about the launch? Do you think that it'll be a disaster? I think you're right about HGD2. Gribble, by February 2020, Gorilla will have had 3 years working on it. Yeah, 3 years, and hopefully it's even better. But I still need to play the first one, so I've got something to look forward to. It's a smart move, to be honest. I just don't think pretending otherwise is being fair to those still investing in Xbox consoles. I'm not too into the Xbox stuff. Like I got a 360 at one point because I was really into Left 4 Dead, and my PC wasn't good enough. Same old story. And I got the first 2 Left 4 Dead games just to play online with my friend, and I had to buy gold, which was a pain. But I didn't really play much other Xbox games, so I eventually just sold it. That was it. And now I can play Left 4 Dead because my PC is good enough, just enough to play old Xbox games. Agreed, absolutely. I would cross your fingers on that one. Probably a 90% chance of a crash and burn on launch. Yeah, and it's on Valentine's Day as well, so we'll be neglecting all of our other halves just to just to play Dreams. I want to play the story mode, even though it's only going to last like 2 hours long, which kind of sucks, because 2 hours goes away like that. And will people care much about the story mode? Because since the community have made a lot of good levels by now, we've already had a lot of inspiration. So sure, Media Molecule can put us all to shame, but I'm not so excited as I once was for it. I'm mostly just wanting the online multiplayer. That's all I want, to be able to play co-op games, because it's a pretty lonely experience on Dreams at times. I think there's very little chance Dreams is going to sell lots at launch, considering there hasn't been any marketing. No. To be honest, I think more or less everyone who wants Dreams already has Dreams. They bought the early access. And if you remember when they were teasing the early access, they used to say things like, oh, you need to hurry up and buy early access before we take it off the store, because there's only so many spots. And did early access ever get taken off the store until now? Nope. So clearly they either didn't sell that many copies, or it was just a scare tactic, because everyone was like, oh, I need to get home from work or school and buy Dreams early access on day one. And I was one of those people, and I feel like a fool, because we had plenty of time to do it. There was no rush. So I think everyone that wants Dreams has Dreams already. When the full game comes out, if someone sees that on a shelf, are they going to buy it? I don't know. It's a really hard game to market. I know a lot of creative people will start to jump on once Dreams becomes more powerful, but players, I don't know, because there's people like that used to play LBP and they came to Dreams and then they thought this actually sucks, and then I know lots of people that went straight back to LBP because it's a better experience for the player overall. Exactly. Keep your eyes out for Blue Point 2. I have a feeling they're remaking Demon's Souls. Yeah, I think that's probably likely. Because I feel like Demon's Souls, it goes under the radar a lot. A lot of people say, oh, Dark Souls created the genre, when they didn't. It was Demon's Souls. Dark Souls was just a more mainstream version, but Demon's Souls, it gets a lot of stick. But it'll be good if they can nail the mechanics down and up the graphics, give it a better frame rate. Then I think it could be really, really good to play. Because from Software games, the graphics aren't that great, but from Blue Point games, when they remade Shadow of the Colossus, the graphics were pretty good. So if they can make better graphics than From Software, then that's going to be quite nice. Full, who are you calling a full Jinkage? We just checked out your level, everyone loved it. We weren't sure if it was a bar or a restaurant or a church, but we saw the police car that went through the wall. There's so many police cars going through walls these days, they're terrible drivers. It hasn't released yet, man. We're only experiencing the reaction to early access, and that's been a very narrow limit test. Let's see what Sony marketing can do. 9 out of 10 and 3 million in year one. Let's see. How are you going to review Dreams? Because if you review it as a player, you review it as a creator, you're going to get two different things from it. So how can you judge how good Dreams is? Technically, Dreams could be a 10 out of 10 game, because it lets you do everything. It's like Little Big Planet. How do you review this game? Because a lot of people will review the story mode, and that is like what they review as a big part of the review, which is stupid, because the story mode sucks. The story mode is not what people are going to remember. It's the create mode in the community. So, you know, it's kind of hard to actually score Dreams. But forgetting about a score, if we just have a good review, I guess hopefully that's enough for people. But people are obsessed with scores. Are are you a fan of the Souls-like games? Yes, I am. I played from Demon Souls. I actually imported a copy, not from Japan. I imported it from the United States because because of the publishers. They didn't actually publish Demon Souls in the UK at that point, so I had to import it from another country, and it was really good, but so different from any game I played. But I have to say, out of all of the Souls-like games, I'd have to say the best one is Bloodborne. By far, Bloodborne is the best one. Like, it just nailed everything. And I think I prefer the setting, that gothic kind of Victorian kind of setting. I think I prefer that. And the gameplay was a lot better. You could attack quicker. You didn't have to keep blocking all the time. So yeah, I think I'm still waiting for a Bloodborne 2. That's my most anticipated game, I think. So, excuse me. Strangely enough though, I have heard lots of people say they're waiting for the full release of Dreams. Never really understood why. Yeah, it's pointless, because if you get early access, you save, what was it, like £10? Because I think the full game's 35, early access was about 25. So you could save money. I know some people, they refused to buy early access because they wanted a physical disc, a physical copy. Some people like physical games, that's fine. They can wait for it. But I'm not one of them. I'm all digital these days, as long as it's a good price. And Dreams it's a pretty good price. Before they took down the early access, yeah. It was just a bar, food area, yeah. When I walked in, I thought, is this a church? Because it looked like the benches from the church. But yeah, we saw the tables and things. So you're going to make a zombie eat a cheeseburger. Orthopox Centurius, welcome to the stream. It just takes time to get used to the system of the game here from the beta, and I'm still a terrible sculptor. I don't know how people make such good sculpts. Do you use PlayStation Move controllers? Because I've heard that they actually help a lot for the accuracy of it all. See, I haven't really started. I sculpted the Powerpuff Girls just because they're simple shapes and colours, but they're not animated or anything. But I'm trying not to get into sculpting right now, because I'm trying to see if I can find other people to help me do the sculpting, so then I can focus on the story, the level design, the logic to an extent, and then other people can help with the sculpting. But I'm probably going to buy moves at some point, because I don't think I'm going to get someone or a group of people to help do a lot of sculpting. I'll need to do a lot myself. I think I'm probably going to focus more on the environment, because I think I'm better at sculpting an environment than a character. I think a character is a little out of my comfort zone. So we'll see how that goes, if anybody offers to help us out, you know. Let me see here, there's a big debate here. You've got to understand that forum users are a tiny minority of the PS4 owners. That's true. 3 million in year one, that's a bit optimistic. I wonder how much they sold already from the early access. I'll be curious to find that out. And they seem to be talking about 10, 15, 20 years of Dreams, and we don't even know how well it's sold yet. So maybe Sony are like, yeah, whatever, you're a smallish studio, maybe we can afford to keep Dreams going for a while. But who knows what will happen with Dreams if they can find other ways to make money from it. Maybe other game developers or movie studios do some kind of promotion deal or something, so it's not just game sales, because I don't even know how they can sell DLC for this game or expansions. They're just going to have to keep repackaging it, like, oh, here's Dreams PS5 edition, here's Dreams 2, you know. I definitely think Dreams can succeed but it will take a while. The game will only get better from launch after all, yeah. The launch that was supposed to be like 2 years ago. Critics really seem to love Dreams. Yeah, it's weird. It's like they really like to show off a lot of particularly remakes like Dead Space or something. But obviously when you play the actual level, it's not as good as it looks. But people are still learning how to work the systems. That's why I'm looking forward to the Media Molecule story mode, because they'll be able to show us from a gameplay point of view what can be done. Like if you push Dreams to its limits, they've been working with Dreams for years, so if we play the story mode and we think it's a bit janky, then Dreams has no hope. But hopefully it's pretty solid. But then again, it is just a platformer they're making, so if you want to make other genres, it might be a bit more difficult. Agreed. Slow start, and if Media Molecule promote the right creations like mine, right, building to a bigger success than LBP, if not far below the success of LBP, standing on a rake won't cut it. Oh yeah. See, LBP now is pretty much dead, and it would be sad if Dreams was already dead. But as long as people have got access to Dreams and they don't turn off the servers, then it's good for me. Hey Cyberpunk JC, how are you? Would be nice to have analog sticks, yeah, for the imp controls, because right now it's a bit funny. It would be nice to use the sticks now and again, but I see, having said that, I've gotten used to the imp now, using the motion controls, so it doesn't bother me so much. What I would like to see is actually keyboard and mouse support, because I think you could do a lot with that as well, and some support for maybe some tablets, some drawn tablets. I don't use moves. I've never used them, but they're meant to be good for sculpting. I use move when I sculpt characters. Yeah, apparently the moves, it gives you a lot more control over your sculpting. Yeah, for the imps, yeah, the analog sticks will be pretty good for that. Nah, but you may have a good point. I hope Demon Souls rumours are true. I've platted the PS3 version and all 3 Dark Souls. Love them. Yeah, they're pretty good. But have you done Bloodborne? Bloodborne is the only one I care about. It is the best one. And Sekiro, I like Sekiro. It's hard to get used to the combat. I do like it, but my mind is still in Bloodborne mode. I tried to play Sekiro like Bloodborne and it didn't work, because you have to be really patient to play Sekiro to know how to counter and block and dodge, and it's so fast. I can't remember the name of the boss. I think it was maybe like the 4th main boss. He's at the top of this building, and he was so difficult. It took me ages to kill. Probably one of the hardest bosses I've had to fight. But once you get good at Sekiro, it's like you do feel really good. But yeah, a Demon Souls PS4 would be pretty cool. Unless it's PS5, I don't even know if they're going to release it on PS4. I'm good with logic, but I'm terrible with designing scenes and backgrounds. Yeah, I guess we all have different strengths. See, I'm okay with logic. I can get the job done. I can't create any complicated systems like a first person character or something like that. I probably can't do that, but what I can do is a basic draft version. On LBP, like, I had to make environments, but you couldn't really get a lot of control, and you just used pre-made textures, so it was a lot easier. There's still a lot that you need to learn in Dreams to get good at making environments and stuff, so I'm just using the community stuff right now. We'll build the whole game using community assets, and then we'll go back and we'll create our own unique things that are necessary. But I'll need to get good before I can do that. So it's going to see. That's what some people get put off Dreams because it's such hard work, but I like it. I think it's good. The fact that if you put the work in, you can create something that no other game can let you do. It's pretty nice. Just do me a favour and check out, what's that? Tashunka94, the best artist in Dreams at the moment. Oh, good. What kind of artist are we talking? Are we talking paintings, or are we talking about environments? I'll need to search that in a moment. Will we be able to deconstruct MM's main campaign, see how they made it, and use the assets? I think they'll give us the assets. I think that if they don't, then they're going against everything that they stand for. Can you edit their levels? I don't know, because maybe people will publish them as their own thing, and but it would be nice to go in and see how they made everything, because we want to see how all these things work. Even if they just give us the individual assets, like give us all the characters and all the enemies and things, and then we can go into the logic and see how it all works. I think that would make a lot of sense. For DLC, you could always contract skilled creators to make games for them, or get people to remake old games that Sony has the licenses to. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities with Dreams to do a lot of these things beyond just selling the game, doing all these contracts with different people, whether it's movie studios or other game developers, or even people like us or YouTubers, whatever. They could definitely do a lot. There's a lot of potential with Dreams, but the problem is, like, are Sony and Media Molecule thinking the same thing, you know? Because often we find, like, we have all the great ideas and they're all stupid because they're not doing what we think they should do. But hopefully these Media Molecule, they're creative people, right? Surely they should be able to figure this out. But looking at how they handled a lot of stuff in the past, when you asked them, like, can you monetize your Dreams? Can you do gore and violence? You know, can you make a mature game? They always go, what, do you know the answer? Do you know the answer? You know, it's like nobody really knows. It's like all in the air. So they definitely get things sorted, like be more definitive with certain things. If they use the camera with the controller that are designed specifically for that, then it would cut right down on having to constantly recentering the damned imp. I hate that. See, I've got used to it now. See? I'm just used to it now. Like, it's frustrating, but it's became part of playing Dreams now. So if they fix it and I can't do it anymore, I'm going to feel like OCD. I need to hold the options button. I need to recenter the imp. It's going to be a problem. Bloodborne and Sekiro are next on the list. I would play Bloodborne first and then stop. You don't need anything else. Sekiro, it's like, if you play Sekiro, it's like its whole other thing. Bloodborne is like a more aggressive Dark Souls. So if you're used to Dark Souls, you'll be fine with Bloodborne and you'll pick up some new tricks. But Sekiro, completely different. You have to think completely different. It's a game that I got pretty far on, but I haven't finished it yet. It does get pretty frustrating because you can't even level up your character in Sekiro unless you kill a boss or a mini boss. That's the only two ways that you can upgrade. So you don't kill something, you don't get stronger. So you can't cheat and make your guy really strong. You have to use skill to defeat all the bosses, and I don't have the skill. Bloodborne is awesome. Yeah, it really is. Has anyone made Bloodborne in Dreams? That would be interesting. I suck at making music. Yeah, I'm not a musician either, sadly. That's the same problem in LBP. I had to look for other people, but it's part of a community, right? We need to find people that can make all these things. I have Bloodborne finished. Ah, okay, you have done it. but it was a long time ago and I never platted it, so it doesn't count. Yeah, I think you have to complete the game 3 times unless you cheat, because there's 3 different endings to Bloodborne. So it's a good game to go through if you're really into it. Good 3 playthroughs. Project Spark did that, but they trapped it behind paywalls, so it caused trouble. Maybe they're looking at Project Spark and they're thinking they don't want to make the same mistakes. See, I never had an Xbox, or I looked into Project Spark to see if I could buy it on the PC, but apparently they removed it from the marketplace, so I could never try. But I don't know how good it was compared to Dreams. For me it looked quite generic, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was actually really good. I honestly couldn't say. I love creating while watching someone stream. I've just been here working on my dream while listening to you and reading the chat. Oh, very good. Yeah, it's nice to like have everyone connected, you know. So if you're part of a stream, or like Jinkage, he was the same. He was part of the stream, but he was making his own thing. I feel like actually streaming actually helps motivate me to make levels, because normally if I make them off stream I can relax, I can take time, and it's too much time, whereas when I'm on screen I need to keep it going, I need to keep creating, and I get a lot of good ideas from you guys and some tips on how to do things better and stuff, so it's it definitely helps me. Right, so let's see here. So this is the opening cutscene for Delirium's Silent Hill, a very Silent Hill-esque level. So this is the beginning of the game, I assume. I don't forget. Oh yeah, I probably would have forgot because the chat just totally destroyed it. Right, let me copy and paste this name just so I don't forget. Alright, so let's see. Sorry, I'm blocking out your text here with my big head. Oh, very good. She has a nice little swagger to her walk. So you've created all of these characters from scratch. Oh, someone's kidnapped her. It's a bald man. Looks like the guy from Batman, would you call him? I can't remember his name now. You know the guy, the bad guy from Arkham City, the bald one. Oh, very nice. I like the face. It's very nice. See, I find like a lot of people when they sculpt faces in Dreams, they're very hard to get right. Oh, here he comes. Oh, who is that? Tobias, you do not look good. He looks a bit rough. He's away at the bathroom. Oh, there's more people. He's lost his legs. What the? See, if Media Molecule accept this, then I think we can make a lot of horror games. Because that was pretty brutal. Don't know about you, but if I lost my legs, I would be beyond screaming. But they're idiots, they just dropped that key. Right, so far so good then. Very nice. A remix of first stage. Does it let us play first stage? Ah, see, I tried to break Dreams and cheat my way through. That's pretty good. If you have any gameplay or anything else you want to share, just let us know, because every Saturday we play through a lot of new Dreams, so we'll probably play more then, I think. Yes, he was my inspiration for the Doctor. I don't remember his name. What is it? Is it Strangelove? I can't remember. I'm thinking like Metal Gear Solid as well. It had a lot of depth logic wise, and creating landscapes was a little easier, but as a whole, Dreams is the superior game, especially when it comes to audio, animation and character creation. Yeah, it's always intrigued me, but since Dreams is out now, I don't really need to go back. This intro is really good. Yeah, it was pretty detailed. I liked the animation as well. That's a well done scene, yeah. Oh, he's going to send us some more scenes or some more gameplay. I'll wait for that. Hey Folcom, welcome to the stream. Why people can't make game in LBP called Spinning Wheel? It's so simple and easy, but no one created it. Maybe that's a job for you. Maybe you can make the spinning wheel, and then you can have that great acclaim. Right, whilst he sends this, I'm going to no, Dream Surfing. Right, we are. I always forget, how do you search for people? Do I have to go like into my profile all the time? Ah, there we go. Right, let's see this name. Tashunka. He's even got the mustache. Oh, hello. Nudity. Very nice. I'm liking this guy already. Hell. Oh, this looks nice. And when they adding multiplayer, how much players is it? 8 or 4 maximum? See, they haven't really confirmed. Worst case 4, best case 8. They seem to tease quite heavily that it's going to be 8 players, but we just don't know yet. You're in the wrong section. That is something you should avoid like the plague. Yeah, we're on the nudity section. It's okay, don't worry, this is a family channel, you know. We're only looking at the best quality Dreams, that's all. There's nothing sinister in this at all. It's all good. See, I like the detail even on the little skulls. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I can see, like, I wonder how much thermal this actually uses. It's pretty detailed. What section should we look in? It's not much at the moment. I'm still building it. Alright, did you send it? We'll have a look. This guy seems to like H.R. Grieger, I'd say. Nadine Ross, she's from Uncharted, isn't she? Oh, look at that. The facial detail is pretty damn impressive. See, again, I'd love to know how much thermal that uses, and is it possible to animate it? Because that animated in a scene would be insane. Even if he didn't animate it for Dreams, like if he made it and cut it up and put it on YouTube, that would be pretty insane. That looks phenomenal. Like, see, I don't know if you ever played Resistance on the PS3, because the PS3 at the time was amazing, and I used to look down the throat of the aliens, because normally in the PS2 the throat would not be detailed, but in Resistance the throat was detailed. So that's the first thing I do. I always go into the throat. Because you don't normally see those details. You normally see all the exterior. You don't really see all this kind of stuff. But even the gums and the teeth, wow, it's really nice. See, when you get too close, it sort of spoils the illusion of Dreams, because you see all of the flecks, but from a distance and with the lighting, it does look pretty damn good. I mean, look at that. It's just watching you. It looks like the same eyes that Nadine had. I think he just copied and pasted those eyes. Look, looks like the same eyes. Ferocious and Cthulhu. So this guy just makes stunning sculptures just to make us all feel bad. Alright, well, it seems like this one's animated at least, so that's something different. The way the breasts are weighted and the buttocks, it's stunning work and the best sculpt of a human form so far in Dreams. Oh yeah. I want to see it animated. I want to see where you can take it. Sent you to bias as well, so you get a better look at him. Oh nice, we'll check that out now. Another good scene here. Yeah, this guy's pretty insanely detailed. And it's crazy though, look, 54 likes, 104 likes, that's better. 37 likes, 48 likes, like, what world are we living in when this has 48 likes and this has 37 likes? Seriously? That's crazy. Definitely needs more recognition. What? He's only got 57 followers? That's crazy. Well, I need to follow this guy just to lead by example. That's crazy how unknown this guy is. That just shows you sometimes if you've got talent you don't always get noticed. Let me have a quick look up here. So what was this? We've got something else teased with us. Oh, this is a full game. I'm probably going to save this for Saturday. An action adventure game. A story of about 2 to 3 hours gameplay. Oh god. This is a small teaser for the game. I'm probably going to play that on Saturday. I think that's more appropriate. I'm just going to have a quick look at this scene here. So this is the first stage. Interesting. Right. Hello. We escaped the cage. Nobody noticed anything. Oh, nice. Her name is Sarah. It's the same name as my cousin. Just pointing out. So got a couple of consumables. She's doing fine. We've got no key items yet. So we can't do any shooting yet. Oh, the camera's changed. We picked up a clip on the flashlight. How do we use the flashlight? I feel like an idiot. Right, square. Square's the flashlight. Can we run? Or oh, we can. L1. L1 to run. Oh look, there's some cracks down here. Can we push this? I think I can move this. Well, do it. Move. I don't know if I need to press something. I don't think she can move it yet, or maybe move it from this side. Well, it's a work in progress. Maybe it's not meant to be moved yet. Oh, we've got a creepy cross in the wall. Can we pick this up? A creepy cross, for some reason it makes me nervous. It makes me nervous too. Can we go through here? Hey guys, I'm escaping! Oh look, we left the dream. I'm free! And we can see everything, we can see all the work in progress. Nice. I've just spoilt the illusion of the level, sorry. I don't think, is there, unless we can move this. Can we move this? He hasn't made it a dream, it seems. No, it's a scene. L2 and press up. Ah, okay. Oh, there we go, we got through. Yeah, it's all a work in progress, so I'm sure the controls will be mapped out at some point. Yep. So far so good. Seems like you've got a good handle on the logic and stuff. I like that how you made the character in the top corner as well. It's adds a nice little detail, because you can't put pictures in Dreams like you could in LBP. You could take pictures and things, but it's more complicated in Dreams. Well, so far so good. So I assume this is going to take a long time to finish, because survival horror, it's one of the most expensive genres in the industry. See, that's why I'm pushing myself. I'm just going to make a scene. Every stream we're going to make a scene, and then we're going to make a full game. Even if it's rough around the edges, we're going to do it eventually. Mark my words, because I want to see more games in Dreams. I love playing individual levels, but I want to see some proper games. I want to, like, even if it's like short games, I want to play them. And I'm going to lead by example, and I will make some games, plenty of games. Yeah, looks very nice, looks very detailed. The cutscene as well was very good as well. That inventory took me a week. Took you a week to make. Just shows you. Oh, Tobias. So you used the base as a good. Okay. I guess, would you recommend that if people want to sculpt their own characters, they should use these kind of bases to help them? Because clearly it's helped you. He's got all the arms and the legs attached to him. Oh, this guy must be interesting at parties. Yeah, this looks pretty detailed. So this is like 10% thermal, you said? I like the sound effects. Oh, look. What the hell? He can headbutt a wall? That's crazy. This guy's insane. I'm so sick and tired of decapitating people. Why can't I just be a librarian or something, you know? I didn't choose this life. Has he got any other commands? Oh. What? Did you say something? got a chink in his neck. That's nice. I like that he's playable, even though he was just in a cutscene. It's it's nice that he can do some things as well. That's pretty cool. You've certainly got an imagination on you. I don't want to ask where it comes from, but very, very good detail there. Yeah, I recommend bases. Yeah, it's probably a good place to start. I think if I was to sculpt, I'd probably make a mistake and take the default puppet and then try and sculpt a body. But if someone's already made a body, I can just focus on clothing maybe and doing hair, and it saves you doing a lot of extra steps, you know. My dream is going to be a game with cutscenes and everything. Oh, very good. What kind of game are you making? So I want more games. Before I go, I'm gonna search, just because I'm curious. Did anybody make Bloodborne? Anybody? Is there anything from Bloodborne that we could see? Moonside Lake. Okay, it's a little movie. He's an extremely well-armed enemy. Oh yes. He's got so many arms that he could take down a whole army. Get it? Army. He's excuse me. He's actually fully functional. He stalks you, punches you, and breaks your neck if you're in critical. Oh, he does not sound like a very nice person. I'm making a Souls-like game with my own little twist. Oh, okay. Do you have anything to share about this twist? Something you'd like to break to the community right now? I've created 2 bosses so far. Oh, interesting. That would be nice to see. So here's a little Bloodborne inspired environment. And we are a superhero, because why not? If whatever makes you feel safe in Yarnum, just bring Superman down to town. Oh, can you die? No, you can't. That's good. Finally, a game like Bloodborne and I can't die. This looks pretty nice. Got some authentic detail. I wonder, can we... I like the backgrounds as well. Like, even though it's probably really basic shapes, it fits the purpose really well. See, this is how you do fog in the background, right? This is how you put things in the background and add some mystery. I think that's a good balance, you know. Depends on the genre, of course. Right, can we go in here, or is that the end? No, that's the end. But it looks pretty nice. You should use this and make a trailer or something. I wonder if does this person have other interesting creations? No, just Bloodborne in the front room. This is where he made Bloodborne. See, I don't know about you, but I don't think I could live in this room because the TV is all the way over there and the couch is all the way over here. And it's a bit too far for me. I need to be sitting like here, like right in front of the TV. I will not accept sitting here or here. I need to be really close. And I think there was one more level, but yeah, I think I played this one before. It's just the hunter's dream. Yeah, I'll get my coat. Yeah, I'll probably get mine as well. I'll join you. I haven't released anything yet because I want to release when it's fully complete. Yeah, that's another thing that I value. People that actually take their time and make a full experience. Not just, oh, here's one little staircase. It's a work in progress. We're going to update, you know. Because I'm never going to come back and play the level if there's nothing to play, you know. Like, I don't mind if it's a demo because at least the demo is fully fleshed out, but I don't like work in progress levels that are basically nothing. Just keep it to yourself until at least there's something to play, you know. Wow, that's really good. Never seen it before. Yeah, me neither. I was just typing in Bloodborne to see what came up. This was the only Bloodborne creation that I knew existed, but the other one looks pretty good as well. This guy here, he got in the top 25%. How he didn't win, I'll never know. I sent you a little teaser trailer if you want to see. It doesn't show much since it's a teaser. Oh, no pressure, but here we go. Right, I don't know if you sent me, but are you sending it to the right person? I'll release my game in chapters. Yeah, if you're making a big game, releasing them in chapters makes sense as well. It's going to take a long time to make a full game. What I'm going to do with the survival horror game that we're making, I will release a demo that doesn't have any story. It's just to test the gameplay. And then it'll have maybe 5 or 6 scenes to demo. But I want to make a full game. I won't release until the full thing is finished. I don't know how long the game's going to be. If it's going to be an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, I don't know. Because I don't want to be stuck making the same game for years. You know, I'd rather like work on it for like 6 to 12 months and then work on something else. Because I think people would get a bit bored or impatient. Because I want to make the survival horror, I want to make an RPG game, I want to make something like Bloodborne, I guess. So many ideas, so little time. Speaking of a demo, I sent you a cancelled game I was making. Figured you could get a kick out of it. Oh, okay. Oh, it just popped up now. Well, Cell Strain. Well, we'll give that a go and we'll see how that is. My first stream I released in chapters, The Bald Wizard. But as I released new chapters, I feel like people wouldn't know I'd added them and ended up losing interest in working in it anymore. Yeah, that is the bad thing about releasing chapters. Like, especially on LBP, you'd see like chapter 1, tons of plays. Chapter 2, less. Chapter 3, less. Chapter 4, less. Until the final chapter, there was no one really playing. I'd say maybe chapters would be good if you think it's going to be a long time between chapters, you know, like a good 3-4 months, or if the chapter's really long and it could stand on its own 2 feet, maybe that would be good. But everyone has their own opinion about how they should release their dreams and things. It's called Last Hope. Is that the new game you're making? Yep, that take my time. Working on my horror level since 3 or more months. Wow, it's going to be a long time. Everyone's busy, so not everyone can. Oh, this looks interesting. But not everyone can sit on Dreams every second of every day. I can only do it just now because of the Christmas period. So it's a good chance for me to create and things. I'm shooting off, man. Great stream and thoroughly enjoyed. But I'm cream crackered. Alright. Very good. Thanks very much for joining. I'll try and catch your next stream whenever I can. Have a good dream in a dream. Use my voice if you need it to put you to sleep, you know, to have some good dreams. And I'll see you next time. See you later. Chapters will be long. That's good. The trailer I sent you is called Last Hope. Oh, the trailer. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to quickly play through this demo first, and then we'll check out your trailer. So this was cancelled. So why was this cancelled? Lost interest. Oh, thank you for your feedback, and for those who helped me. I can now move on with making NPCs and new monsters. This will be my last update of the demo, but feedback is still welcomed. Okay, so you get various updates here. R1 while targeting, R1 to dodge, R2 when there's more than one enemy, L1 to push obstacles, L2 to run, injectors, move, target enemy, attack, ability, switch abilities. Okay. You're definitely going to have to remind me of these controls. So you can review the controls anytime from the inventory. Oh, very good. So you can access the inventory by pressing the touchpad. Ah, there you go. So there's your infamous menu with the character. Alright, very good. That makes more sense. Oh, we're the big girl with the massive claw. The big tyrant hand. Whoa! That was a big swing. I was kind of like, I was facing that way, and you know, something happened. Lisa and Cam drone. Okay. There's a hidden room. What is this? We picked up something. Can we open this chest? No. Can we smash this? Oh, I pressed something. I think I pressed the wrong button. It reminds me of that game Prototype, where they had like the big claw hand. Is this another note? Hold down the attack button to use a charge. Use left or right to dodge. You can recover health by eating the enemy's body. Look for a corpse and press X. Oh, very good. Can we get out of here by this way? There we go. Uh-oh. What is that? Can I get those? Stop coughing in me. Well, let's see. Can I pick these up? I'm just gonna take everything. It's all mine. Don't even know what it's for, by the way. This is one sexy demonic woman. I'm sure glad she's on our side. What the hell was that? Get away from my coughing child! Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna get owned. Oh, sorry, did I just slash you right in the face? Oh, this is definitely brutal. Right, I think I killed one. Oh, feed. Can we feed? Let's feed. Oh, that's good. These two monsters, they're just attacking each other. Right, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill these, but I definitely need some practice with the combat. That was pretty cool. But I'm probably going to suck at it. Alright, so let's see if we can quickly check out the this trailer here. This was the teaser trailer you sent me. I thought it was a full game. I thought it was like 2-3 hours. Right, I'll check it out now then. I thought it was like a full game. So this is what you're working on. I see you've got a different PSN name from your YouTube name. That's why I got confused. So it's almost Zelda inspired, I assume. Oh, big jump. Okay, last hope. No one has any more hope but me. Oh, very nice. So it's going to be like a Dark Souls kind of game. Action adventure game that will feature combat and a story with about 2 to 3 hours gameplay. It's very ambitious. How many hours of gameplay have you completed? 20 minutes. This is a small teaser trailer for the game. It will be released when it's 100% done. Well, that's definitely going to be something to look out for. Let me see what else have you made. I like to do this just to see what. So you're talking about the Bald Wizard, the Last Unborn. The Bald Wizard, that does sound quite nice. Go on an epic journey in search of the Gem of Hair. Well, that's a perfect storyline. So there's 3 chapters. And chapter 3.2 is coming soon, apparently. 30 to 35 minutes of gameplay. Well, I'll tell you what, on Saturday I'm going to do a play stream. So I'll add this to my queue, and on Saturday I'll play through this. This will be one of the first ones. It's going to take 30 to 35 minutes, so that's going to be quite good for the stream. It was too big of a project for one person. Yeah, all these projects, they're far too mammoth for one person. See, I'd like to work with more people, but it's difficult to organise things. Everyone's got their own projects as well. The scene design looks good. If you target, yeah, I was bad at the fighting game. I couldn't figure out how to work it all. I forgot the controls. I panicked. I originally just added attacks to the Mini Knight character and decided to make a game. Oh, okay, so there was already a pre-made character. See, that's a good way to do it. Just look for ready-made characters and create a game around it. It's good practice as well. I might actually try that. Reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, I was thinking like Shadow of the Colossus, Zelda, the Twilight Princess. I have about 30 minutes made so far. I guess 30 minutes, that's pretty good. You're on the same level as the Bald Wizard. I played the Bald Wizard, it's good. Ooh, you've got me interested. Yeah, I'm going to play it on Saturday. On Saturday's play stream, I'll give the Bald Wizard a go and some other levels if you want to send me anything else. Either it's something you've made or something you think would be good to play. So yeah, pretty good stream today. We did a pretty good amount. I'll show you just in case you haven't seen the original scene that we made. Still a draft version. So this is the alleyway before you go out into the street. So we had like a little guy, a homeless guy. He's got a note here from the job centre. Got a zombie coming. Sadly, we can't kill it just yet. But this was the first scene we made last week, and we still need to fix it. I'm going to change all the walls, and I need to put some sound effects down here for the glass. I think you can kind of hear the glass sound effects. It's not so well done, but you can hear it. And then as you can see, once you go out here, it takes us to the scene we were working on today. So hopefully on the next Create stream we can start a brand new scene. I'm going to work on a lot of the logic off stream because I don't like working on logic in the stream. I like to keep the stream more visual. So next stream we'll do scene 3. Maybe I'll do another create stream tomorrow if I've got time, because it's good to get a lot of progress done. So if we've got scene 1, scene 2 is still quite rough, I'll probably work on it tonight, and then maybe tomorrow we'll do a scene 3, but if not, it'll probably be next Tuesday. Next Tuesday or tomorrow, we'll see. But thanks very much for watching, guys. It was a pleasure to have you. Thanks for all the help, and thanks for sharing all your dreams. That's what I like. I like to see everybody's progress, because we're all working hard to make these games. You know, it's nice to get some recognition, right? Thanks. I might remake it in the future with better combat. The combat wasn't as good since I was still new to Dreams. Yeah, I guess you could do that, or make a sequel. You know, the Bald Knight again, or the Bald Wizard. Sorry, the Bald Wizard again. Right, he lost all his hair for a second time. I'm looking forward to your game in the future. A Resident Evil type dream will be fun. Yeah, I hope so. There was a... Let me see if I can show you. Resident Evil. There was a Resident Evil dream. This one here. I don't think... See, someone was making this, Hotel Fear. I don't know if it's still happening. But this Resident Evil Classic, it's probably the only real classic survival horror game that anyone's made in Dreams yet, and for me it was pretty cool. He does a lot of things, like he uses the same environments over and over again to create a loop, but the gameplay's pretty good. It's 25 to 30 minutes long, but I'm trying to do something a bit different. I'm trying to make like this unique experience. Right now it looks a bit rough, but we've only been working on it for, it's not even 2 weeks work, it's literally 2 days, because we worked on the alleyway scene last Tuesday, and today we started the street, so 2 days. So if we think about it, if we do 1 stream a week, we're only doing like 1 day of progress, so it's probably not enough. That's why I might do 2 streams a week in the future, every Tuesday and Thursday. We'll see how it goes, because I want to make a lot of progress on this, because I'm still working on other projects. But I'm just keeping this project specifically for the stream, just so we're not jumping between lots of different creations. But hopefully I can get a demo ready for the full game of Dreams. I guess we'll see. I hope early access, moving from early access to the full game, it doesn't mess things up, like logic wise or anything we've made, because I don't want to feel like I've wasted my time by that point. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to jump off now and go get something to eat. So thanks for watching. Maybe a stream tomorrow. If you follow me on Twitter, LB Animation, I'll let you know. Or if you just check the YouTube channel, maybe tomorrow we'll continue and do another scene. If not, then we'll definitely be around on Saturday, mostly just to play levels. So we'll play the Bald Wizard, we'll play some other levels that we find, some new levels. And then next week it'll return to normal, so a create stream on Tuesday. If it goes well, maybe I'll get back in and do another one on Thursday, and then so on and so forth. Another good stream, LBA. See you next time. Thanks very much. I feel like I'm trying to get better at these streams. I feel like in the past when I did streams, I was doing 1 stream and then I stopped for a while. So I've been doing like 1 or 2 streams every week now. So hopefully it can become a regular thing and I can get a bit better at it, you know. And I think because we had Jinkage Gaming in the chat, I think it helped a little bit as well. It's always nice to have some back and forth with someone. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, but definitely Saturday. Alright, see you later. Enjoy the rest of your Boxing Day. Goodbye.